you're dedicated to your farm operation. Through it all, Rogers & Associates Insurance is standing beside you and your business. We can customize an insurance plan for your operation. We provide coverage for residential needs, personal property, and outbuildings. We also cover farm and irrigation equipment, ATVs, and other farm autos. Contact Rogers & Associates Insurance to protect your farm operation.
A special thanks to Plainville Game Time Boosters, Mr. K's Food Town, Rife Welding and Construction, H&C Oil Operating, Farm Implement and Supply, First State Bank, Plainville Shortstop, and the Animal Hospital are proud supporters of Cardinal students and athletes. Let's go, Red! Thanks for watching Nex-Tech Game Time. Here's a look at the 2021 football schedule.
No matter who you are, the Hayes Rec Commission is for you. There's leisure programs for all ages. There's a wellness center that works for anyone at any level. Youth and adult sports, aquatics, and great facilities for any event. Go to hayesrec.org to see the list of activities and sign up. Here are some of the upcoming activities.
We're still having fun. Hayes Rec's the one. We are still the one.
From the sideline to online, nobody covers high school football like Nex-Tech Game Time. Watch live, play-by-play action all season long on Nex-Tech.com and Nex-Tech Local 1. Tune in to the pregame show at 6:45 featuring coaches' interviews, followed by the kickoff at 7. All this live action is brought to you in part by these proud sponsors. Catch all the live Game Time action live on Friday nights and replayed on Nex-Tech Local 1 and Nex-Tech.com.
Here at Mapes & Miller, we take care of your finances, allowing you time to take care of your business, farm, and personal lives. We offer financial services, including tax prep, bookkeeping, payroll, and auditing. We offer services to farmers, ranchers, small businesses, and more. By coming to us, you'll be able to spend more time at your business and with your families. It's not what you make, it's what you keep.
We built this network for you.
We're constantly optimizing our network to provide reliable coverage utilizing cutting-edge technology.
We invest in Kansas because we're Kansans too.
And as exciting next-generation technologies become reality, we can trust that we're working to bring it to your neighborhood.
So wherever you go, just know, we got you covered.
We're friends.
We're neighbors. We are Kansas.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ron Juneman of Professional Family Eye Care in Phillipsburg. I treat hundreds and hundreds of dry eye disease patients each year, and I'm excited to finally offer a treatment that has proven effective. We are one of the first offices in the state of Kansas to offer the new Equinox low-level light therapy. We've seen fantastic results in patients so far, and even have patients who haven't worn contact lenses for years finally able to do so. You can experience results in as little as 1 to 2 treatments. It's time to stop treating your symptoms and start treating the problem.
From the soil to the sky, you're dedicated to your farm operation. Through it all, Rogers & Associates Insurance is standing beside you and your business. We can customize an insurance plan for your operation. We provide coverage for residential needs, personal property, and outbuildings. We also cover farm and irrigation equipment, ATVs, and other farm autos. Contact Rogers & Associates Insurance to protect your farm operation.
A special thanks to the Plainville Game Time Boosters, Mr. K's Food Town, Rife Welding and Construction, H&C Oil Operating, Farm Implement and Supply, First State Bank, Plainville Shortstop, and the Animal Hospital are proud supporters of Cardinal students and athletes. Let's go, Red! Thanks for watching Nex-Tech Game Time. Here's a look at the 2021 football schedule.
No matter who you are, the Hayes Rec Commission is for you. There's leisure programs for all ages. There's a wellness center that works for anyone at any level. Youth and adult sports, aquatics, and great facilities for any event. Go to hayesrec.org to see the list of activities and sign up. Here are some of the upcoming activities.
We're still having fun. Hayes Rec's the one. We are still the one.
From the sideline to online, nobody covers high school football like Nex-Tech Game Time. Watch live, play-by-play action all season long on Nex-Tech.com and Nex-Tech Local 1. Tune in to the pregame show at 6:45 featuring coaches' interviews, followed by the kickoff at 7. All this live action is brought to you in part by these proud sponsors. Catch all the live Game Time action live on Friday nights and replayed on Nex-Tech Local 1 and Nex-Tech.com.
Here at Mapes & Miller, we take care of your finances, allowing you time to take care of your business, farm, and personal lives. We offer financial services, including tax prep, bookkeeping, payroll, and auditing. We offer services to farmers, ranchers, small businesses, and more. By coming to us, you will be able to spend more time at your business and with your families. It's not what you make, it's what you keep.
We built this network for you.
We're constantly optimizing our network to provide reliable coverage utilizing cutting-edge technology.
We invest in Kansas because we're Kansans too.
And as exciting next-generation technologies become reality, we can trust that we're working to bring it to your neighborhood.
So wherever you go, just know we got you covered.
We're friends.
We're neighbors.
We are Kansas.
Good evening. Everybody to another Friday night of high school football here on Nex-Tech Game Time. Our game time tonight is brought to you by Midwest Energy. And we're coming to you live tonight from Lewis Field on the campus of Fort Hays State University for our Game Time Game of the Week featuring the TMP Marion Monarchs and the Plainville Cardinals. I'm Curtis Brown. I'm here with Ivan Sanders. And Ivan, another big contest in the Mid-Continent League this week where really the schedule gives you no breaks.
No, not at all. And tonight is a big game for both teams. You know, with TMP losing last week to Russell, and also TMP beat Plainville last year. So it's a big rubber game tonight.
So Plainville coming in, they're ranked 5th in Class 1A. They're 2-0 on the year, 2-0 in the Mid-Continent League. Pretty impressive wins over Oakley and Phillipsburg. And really, Coach Stevenson's got this team playing at a high level already. What's impressed you so far with Plainville?
Just the overall look and feel of the team, and Grant does a great job. Him and his coaching staff do a great job coaching these guys and getting them prepared. So
offensively, the Cardinals put up 36 points per game. They average over 260 yards on the ground. Their junior running back, Kyle Warner, leads the team 183 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. Senior Ben Hansen's added 127 yards and 2 touchdowns. And their quarterback, Ethan Hamilton, has ran for 113 yards. He's also got 121 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. Defensively, they just give up 6 points per game. Ben Hansen leads them with 16 tackles, and Dakota Yost has 3.5 tackles for loss. And really, both sides of the ball, Ivan, they've been dominant. How do they continue that tonight?
Well, that's what I was going to say. It's going to be an interesting for both teams tonight because I think, TMP kind of ran into a much better Russell team, and really Plainville hasn't really played anybody yet. So I think tonight's a good barometer.
And so TMP comes in 1-1 on the year. They had a lot of high expectations. Coach Harris had some high expectations, expecting to compete in this league. And really, with that early loss, their backs against the wall tonight. For the rest of the season, they can't afford another loss.
Yeah, here's the thing about being in where they are right now. This is a big game tonight. They have aspirations of trying to match up with the team from 2002 in TMP, where they went deep in the playoffs. So about 20 years ago. So this is a big game.
Offensively, the Monarchs put up 24 points per game. They're balanced offensively, 112 in the air, 140 on the ground. And really, Cade Harris, the junior, really makes their offense go. He's thrown for 223 yards and 3 touchdowns, ran for 134 yards and a touchdown. And really, that's about what they have on offensively. Defensively, they give up 18 points per game. The problem with the Monarchs, they haven't had a sack, and they've only got 1 turnover on the year. Harris leads them in tackles as well, 20 tackles, and he's also blocked a kick.
Sure.
And their senior linebacker, Bryce Sibes, only played 1 game defensively, 13 tackles for him last week. And really, it begins and ends with Harris on both sides of the ball for the Monarchs.
On both sides of the ball, and that's the thing about it is it all pivots around him. But I remember last year's game with TMP, they caused havoc for Plainville with the Shoemaker kid shooting A and B gaps. And we'll have to see if they try to do that again as well, because I thought last week, when we did Plainville, they were having troubles with that same thing. Right. Peaburg was doing that. So,
and it's going to take a whole team effort for TMP tonight. Sure. Plainville really improved up front from what we saw on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, they got that Yost kid is up front who's like a refrigerator right there in the front, and they're going to have to move him. So,
last year this game was a slugfest, 20-13. TMP came away with the win. That was their first win against Plainville since moving to the Mid-Continent League. They'd lost the 6 previous. It's also homecoming tonight for TMP. They got to deal with some of those distractions. How do you do that?
Well, here's the thing. It's homecoming, and TMP wants to win it, and there's nothing like ringing that bell, which is right over there, they like to do when they win the ball game. So there's a lot of expectation on the TMP side tonight. So I look for them to hang it all out here tonight.
The wind's blowing a little bit down here already here in pregame. Any impact tonight for Plainville runs the ball. They've only thrown it 4 times all year, but TMP, they're more balanced.
They're more balanced, and you might see them only when they're going south, But I just think tonight we could see some trick plays and some desperation stuff if things aren't working on either side, just trying to catch somebody sleeping. So
it should be a great game, and we'll have that for you here coming up shortly. Coming up next is the scouting report with tonight's head coaches, interviews from both of them, and then we'll be set for kickoff from Lewis Field. So stay tuned. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1.
From the sideline to online, nobody covers high school football like Nex-Tech Game Time. Watch live, play-by-play action all season long on Nex-Tech.com and Nex-Tech Local 1. Tune in to the pregame show at 6:45 featuring coaches' interviews, followed by the kickoff at 7. All this live action is brought to you in part by these proud sponsors. Catch all the live Game Time action live on Friday nights and replayed on Nex-Tech Local 1 and Nex-Tech.com.
All right, here we go. First one. Hey, 2-0 right now. Wins over Peaburg and Oakley last week. How's your team doing? Any health issues going on with you guys right now?
We've got a few guys banged up here and there, but no players that are out at this moment. So for the most part, pretty healthy, minus just some little bumps and bruises.
Little dings and dangs here and there.
Yeah.
All right, you beat Oakley last week, 37-6. Your thoughts on the game? How did your team perform?
I thought we did some things better from the week before, and we still have plenty to work on. But yeah, I was pleased for the most part of the way we played.
All right. You got TMP this week. It's homecoming for those guys. They beat you last year. Thought I'd point that out to you.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to Russell last week in a 3-overtime thriller, the way it sounds like. Your thoughts on them and what have you seen on film?
First off, Russell looks like a completely different team. They looked good, fast, physical, fly around to the ball. So I'm not taking anything off of TMP. That was a tough game for them, but they are athletic as all get out. They've got skill players. Their line looks like they've improved a bunch. Other coaches have already said that they've gotten a lot better. So it'll be a big game that we just have to get ready for and be very disciplined in order to have some success against them.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of the game. It was pretty entertaining, especially those last 3 overtimes. So Russell must be pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, keys to a Cardinal win on Friday night.
Execution, like always. We've got to be able to line up and know who we're blocking, know our responsibilities on defense, get calls made, and then wrap up and make tackles. We have to keep Harris contained.
All right, hey, Coach. It's homecoming week here at TMP. It's always a big week, busy week. How are you keeping your players focused, and how's that going?
Yeah, it's the biggest thing is just talking to them constantly about, all of the activities going on for the week are great with all the different activities, and then, staying focused in to still play a football game, which is what it comes down to, and then also enjoy having all the alumni around as well.
All right. All right, must have been a heck of a game. We kind of chatted about it already. 3 overtimes in Russell. Thoughts on the game? How'd that turn out for you? Must have been a good game.
It was a great game. It's one of them that you'd like to be involved in as far as, just new things to work on with players. Disappointing outcome to it, but there were definitely some things we did throughout the game that if we would have done a better job, we wouldn't have had to do that. But it was definitely a disappointing loss and give us some motivation to go on for the rest of the season.
Yeah, that must have been kind of a wild game. All right, hey, you got Plainville on Friday night. You guys beat them last year. What have you seen on film, and what's your thoughts on those guys?
Watching on film, they've definitely made some changes coming into this year as far as offensively what they're doing. And, they're a good team. They've always got good athletes, really coached well, and we just got to be on the top of our game to go out there and get a win.
All right. Last one, keys to a Monarch win on homecoming night.
Keys to Monarch win. Biggest thing, being focused. Can't let all the distractions from the week get us down. And then just doing what we need to do. Executing properly, eliminating mistakes, eliminating penalties, and just doing what we know how to do.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
From the sideline to online, nobody covers high school football like Nex-Tech Game Time. Watch live, play-by-play action all season long on Nex-Tech.com and Nex-Tech Local 1. Tune into the pregame show at 6:45 featuring coaches' interviews, followed by the kickoff at 7. All this live action is brought to you in part by these proud sponsors. Catch all the live Game Time action live on Friday nights and replayed on Nex-Tech Local 1 and Nex-Tech.com.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ron Juneman of Professional Family Eye Care in Phillipsburg. I treat hundreds and hundreds of dry eye disease patients each year, and I'm excited to finally offer a treatment that has proven effective. We are one of the first offices in the state of Kansas to offer the new Equinox low-level light therapy. We've seen fantastic results in patients so far, and even have patients who haven't worn contact lenses for years finally able to do so. You can experience results in as little as 1 to 2 treatments. It's time to stop treating your symptoms and start treating the problem.
Good evening and welcome everybody to Nex-Tech Game Time, where we're coming live tonight from Lewis Field on the campus of Fort Hays State University. We've got homecoming here tonight, Ivan, for TMP as they take on the Plainville Cardinals. So it should be a good game tonight.
Yeah, it should be for all from the outside looking in tonight. Should be a really great game. I mean, we had a great game last year with TMP and Plainville, and TMP wound up winning that game. So tonight's a big game. It's homecoming for TMP as well.
Right. So, crowd showing up, good crowd so far. We got a great night. It's a nice and cool night. It looks like maybe that wind's calmed down a little bit. Well, maybe not. I see some of the flags on top. So, a little bit of wind, but not hot. It's probably the first cool night.
It is really cooled off. I think it's going to be maybe in around 70 a kickoff with the wind, but we can see some lightning off in the distance here, but I don't think it's coming this way.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier here before this game started was the lightning's close. Just hopefully it stays
away. I think it's going to. So that does look like hail straight in front of us.
Yeah, they can keep that over there to the east, I think. So.
Maybe that's over by your house. You know.
Right.
Well,
hopefully it doesn't.
Somebody's getting back at you for something. So.
But speaking of east, there's a big game east of here.
Yes, there is.
Joaquini and Victoria. So hopefully that game's not an impact.
Yeah, that's I'd love to have been over there for the old ball coach Haxton over there taking on Victoria.
Yeah.
I just have a feeling Victoria will pull that out.
Yeah. We are set to kick off here. TMP is going to receive the first half kick back deep. Will be. It looks like Kate Harris back deep. 15 yards per return for Harris on the year. He's the lone return man.
Yeah, he's the Mr. All-Around World here. I wouldn't even, you might see a squib here.
Yep. Kicking off for the Cardinals will be Braylon Biddle, 44 yards per kickoff.
That's what I would say. Make them field it. It's about like baseball. Make them field it a little bit, put it in play, and maybe get a crazy bounce.
If you got a good kicker, there's some area about the 20 to 15-yard line towards the sidelines.
And they do have the wind at their back. Plainville does kicking. So, no, they don't. They're kicking into the wind. Look at the flags.
It's kind of going everywhere. Yeah, I think that storm off to the east is causing all sorts of problems. So, I didn't see who won the toss. They did that way early before.
Yeah, before we were even able to go live, and
so it'll be Plainville.
I lost track of things. Yeah. So
Plainville's choice this second half, but starting off will be TMP with the ball, and we are just about ready to start this thing. One of these old-fashioned mid-continent league battles where it's week in, week out. It is tough opponents, whether it's
but we were talking earlier. This is a big game.
And Biddle's kickoff is right to that corner. If it stays in bounds, great kick there by the Cardinals. Harris picks it up at the 17th.
Got out of there.
Still on his feet. Sidestep and all sorts of tackles. Gets to the 18. What a kick, though. That's perfectly placed.
There's a flag on the field as well. That's almost like hitting the green and it just stops.
Yeah. Well, those little backspins.
Yeah.
Hit the green.
Tiger Woods kind of stuff there.
Yeah.
I want to see what this is. Is this holding or an illegal block?
Yeah, usually this is on the return team here.
Yeah, he's facing that direction.
Yep. Yeah, block in the back. And TMP is going to start even in worse field position. And our first game of the year we did against Phillipsburg, Plainville pinned them deep too.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so
But that was a great kickoff, and we just talked about that, and I talked about a squib, and, man, you couldn't ask for a better placement. I mean, on the turf, you would think that had scooted out of bounds.
All right, now what are we doing?
I lost. This is kind of.
Whoa. Well, now it's up at the 28-yard line. So was that on?
It had to be.
On Plainville?
Had to be something besides what was called. Because he was tackled back around the 20.
Yeah, he was at the 18. Either way, TMP starts first and 10 at the 18-yard line. Flexbone look for the Monarchs, going to give to Lang, and he's got no yards there.
Hanson right there to corral him right there. You're going to hear his name all night.
Yeah, Ben Hanson, a 6', 195-pound senior middle linebacker for the Cardinals. Leads the team in tackles. And like you said, Ivan, he is everywhere for Plainville. So loss of 1. 2nd and 11 for the Monarchs. Flexbone set. Receiver split each way. They are just man-to-man coverage up there, though. And here's Harris with the keeper. Good play out there. That was number 11. That was Hanson again.
Yeah, well, when they're doing that, they're basically telling you throw it.
Yep.
To see if you can throw it or not.
Yeah, they're up. They're up on the receivers. There's no safeties. Safeties are around the line of scrimmage. So, yeah, it's man-on-man coverage. And
knowing Grant and his guys, they've broken down enough film to see who's outside, to see who they're really going to throw to. So
the big receiver is 6'1", 180-pound Jace Wentling, split to the left of Harris. 3rd and 10 for the Monarchs. Looking
right
that
there.
way. He's got Wentling. Breaks a tackle, 35, 40, 45. Steps out of bounds, close to the we're going to move him back at the 48-yard line, but a lot of room out there for Wentling to operate.
Yeah, and here's the thing. If you're Plainville, they missed the play there.
Yep.
I don't know what happened to 16 here. He's holding his shoulder.
Yeah. That's Anders Dewey, the strong safety they have out there.
They were playing off about 10 yards. It seemed like 8 yards, and Wentling just took a step back and he threw it to him. So
that was a nice, easy throw, just kind of a curl route there, and Wentling broke one tackle, and that's the gamble you have if you're playing man on with no help. Lang in motion now. They are off sides, and so they're playing Hanson and Warner both up at the line of scrimmage. So they kind of moved Brandon Bryn as the middle linebacker. The other two linebackers are playing the line of scrimmage, almost a 6-man front for the Cardinal.
Yeah. Here comes 16 back in that went out. Dewey?
Yes. So 1st and 5 for TMP at the 43-yard line.
I definitely would play up a little tighter on Wentling, do maybe even a little bump and
now
run.
they give that 5 yards back. So
Plainville's clapping now. TMP was clapping at first.
Yeah, that was a little procedure now. So we're going to move that back to the 48. Will be 1st and 10. So kind of a little fake motion there.
Yeah, well, it's all doing that eye level thing, make you change it and make you jump. And
yep. So 1st and 10 now for the Monarchs at the 48-yard line.
I would still pay attention to Wentling on this side.
And Harris back to drive.
There he is, crossing the middle.
Looking to run now. Scrambles to the left. He's got a couple yards and hit out of bounds. That's going to be a good gain, about 4 yards. Well, that's close to a penalty, though.
If we get a Hanson was right on the trail. So
yeah. Boy, Harris had some time there to throw, but it looked like he was running all the way.
Here's the thing. I think he was looking for Wentling across the middle, and he just ran out of time, and then just kind of tucked and run. He had him.
Yep.
So second down, looks like 6 yards. So give him 4 on the carry. Harris under center, now laying in motion, going to throw it again.
There's Wentling again on that middle.
And Hanson gets some pressure, but now had some time. Harris had some time, just a short
hopped it there. Out to Mark Rack, number 24, just bounced in front of him.
Hanson was bearing down on Harris, but Harris able to move out of the way.
Kind of sidestepped him a little bit, and right there.
Whew. So third down, 6 for the Monarchs.
I'd look for that little bubble pass right out here again.
Yeah, they're giving them 5-6 yards. Yep, just pop up and throw it. Looking
right
a little.
There.
The Schwartz out on the flat, and they cover that good. Yeah, was that?
Hanson was there, and 29 for Plainville.
I don't know. They don't have 29.
I don't see a 29, but I thought I read a 29. 24?
24.
There you go.
Yep. So now 4th and 8, loss of 2. Looks like back to punt is Wentling, but this is where you might want to see a fake on this one here.
Well, the wind here, the wind.
Yep.
Ooh.
And now this is Dewey on the return, 25 yards per return.
Try to stand him up and rip it out.
Gets up across the 20 to the 23-yard line, so 1st and 10 now for the Cardinals. So big play by TMP on 3rd down, but unable to capitalize.
Leading the big Bulls in there, we had a game tackle led by number 5, Bryce.
So now we'll see what Plainville can do. And the game last year, Ivan, was kind of a defensive struggle.
It was.
Now,
I would watch on 28 with Griffin Shoemaker shooting gaps here tonight.
And there's a give to Hanson there, and he's up, or Warner, excuse me.
He was very successful last year in doing it as a freshman.
You can see TMP, they've got their linebackers right up to the line of scrimmage too. So, and I think they bring their strong safety. Harris is up almost in a linebacker position. Or actually, he's not out there right now.
No, he's not.
So 2nd down and 2 for the Cardinal. They as well have this flex bone set. In motion is Dewey, and the give to Warner, spins off a tackle, and he's got a 1st down.
Nice run. Nice spin right there. 2 hands on the ball. 2 hands on the ball. There goes Harris. Might be one of those things. Let's see if they can get a 1st down, then I'll put you back in.
Just a little breather. You're playing both ways. So 1st and 10, now 8:40 left, 1st quarter. Plainville on their 1st possession of the ballgame. Dewey in motion. This is a give to Warner, and he's met in the backfield, though, able to keep his legs pumping.
Yeah, I can't see who's there. Shoemaker's there. That kid can shoot those gaps,
Yes.
I'm telling you. So
hit Warner in the backfield. Warner, though, able to keep the legs pumping, and he gets
he was almost there for the handoff.
Yeah, he was there. They're in there in the backfield. They're getting some.
Well, the thing about it is
front.
they're having their line, comes off, and then he's shooting gaps, and it's hard for those guys to come off their block and contain that.
Yeah, they've got
flag.
Yep, looks like a little procedure call. Yeah, Wentling normally plays a cornerback position. They've got him more inside as a linebacker.
Well, we've got a chess game going on here right now. A little bit of a chess game. That's why I talked about, if it stays tight, stays locked, look for some trick plays here down the road here a little bit.
So now the Plainville Cardinal a little off schedule, 2nd down and 14. Now, I mentioned the pregame, they have only thrown the ball 4 times. So
yeah,
on the year. Yeah.
And I don't think he's going to be chucking it into the wind right now.
So now Hanson in motion, going to pitch it out to him, and good job there by Wentling to.
It was right there to stuff it, maybe a yard.
He flushed that inside.
He's a little slow getting up.
Yeah.
That would be a big hurt right there.
Yeah, this is going to be. Here on the replay, look at Wentling, though, just set this corner.
Let's see what happens here. It's a great pitch.
Yeah.
as slow motion is.
Well, we've got an injured player down on the field here, so they're going to take a break here at the stadium. We're going to take a break
I'm
with
trying
them.
to see where he got hit.
You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1.
From the soil to the sky, you're dedicated to your farm operation. Through it all, Rogers & Associates Insurance is standing beside you and your business. We can customize an insurance plan for your operation. We provide coverage for residential needs, personal property, and outbuildings. We also cover farm and irrigation equipment, ATVs, and other farm autos. Contact Rogers & Associates Insurance to protect your farm operation.
A special thanks to the Plainville Game Time Boosters, Mr. K's Food Town, Rife Welding and Construction, H&C Oil Operating, Farm Implement and Supply, First State Bank, Plainville Shortstop, and the Animal Hospital are proud supporters of Cardinal students and athletes. Let's go, Red! Thanks for watching Nex-Tech Game Time. Here's a look at the 2021 football schedule.
We're back here on Nex-Tech Game Time. A big run there on third down by Ethan Hamilton. Now decision time, Ivan. What are you going to do here? Fourth down and about a yard, maybe half a yard.
And Hansen's not in the game.
Yeah,
Hansen walked off. He was able to walk off, but he's not in the game. Do you keep him under your your quarterback under center and just try to go forward? I would follow number 66 if I was going to do anything. And I think TMP's beefing up here a little bit.
I tell you, they've got quite the size advantage over TMP up front. So
TMP put two people over the nose.
Yep, extra defensive tackle. You got to watch this ball.
They're all crowding.
Dewey in motion, going to give to Warner up the middle. Stopped on the first attempt, but
it's going to be the spot.
On the second or third attempt, it looks from here that he's got it. Ivan.
It's a spot.
Yep.
Oh, they already waved it.
Yep. Boy, what a tough run there by Warner. That was only a yard.
I didn't see who shot in there, but
yeah, Kendall Walker, the nose guard, and also there was number 67, Colton Hagens as well up front for TMP.
Wow. Yeah, he was almost for a loss.
Yeah. Good, tough run. We got little sprinkles on the outside here.
That is. You picked that up last week we had that.
I know.
Are you sure you're not spitting on the glass?
And Warner, this is a pitch to Dewey. He's got some space off the left side. Good tackle out there by Harris.
Harris came up and read that all the way.
Boy, Dewey had a lot of space off there, but Harris come up from his safety position, makes a nice tackle, stops for maybe a 3-yard gain. So 2nd and 7 here for Plainville. Nothing really coming easy for them. They are moving the ball, a couple first downs already, but nothing easy.
No, nothing easy, and really, honestly, they're missing, to me, one of their bigger players. Yeah. Hansen's not in there right now. He's on the sideline he's laying flat, so.
And this is, that was.
Blown dead.
Yep. There's a flag on the play. In for Plainville, Cohen Kaiser. A junior, number 15, looks like he's taking Hansen's place.
Hansen's over there stretching out, but it doesn't. I bet you'll see him back, but I just don't know at what degree.
Yeah, and I don't want to speculate, but it looked, like a lower leg, ankle, or foot, some type of that. So another penalty for the Cardinals bumps them back. 2nd down and 12. And to give to Warner, and he's met right in the backfield. That is
Kendall Walker.
Kendall Walker, and he's kind of been there all night.
Yeah, he's coming through that A gap right there and just eating their lunch right there.
He's shooting either side of that A gap. Mason Hogan, Dakota Yost, Draxon Hovis, the interior of the Cardinal line, going to have to play this a little different. So now, 3rd and 15, TMP's got Plainville right where they want them.
Well, right now, I mean, it's kind of mano here. TMP's got just as many guys in the box as they got. So,
couple safeties back here on 3rd, and looks like it's just going to be a run by Hamilton. He's brought down. That's Lance Lang, the outside linebacker, with a nice tackle. Another loss for Plainville. And, boy, here comes Hansen back in.
He's limping now.
Yep. But now it's 4th and long here.
What's the penalty here? Illegal procedure?
I don't think there was any penalty.
I thought I saw him.
Yeah, no penalty there. 4th down. Now, they've got an odd punt formation. I'm not a big fan of.
No. I think it's easier to block. They get any kind of penetration.
They snap this through the legs of their quarterback. And it's odd.
Low.
Yep, good punt to Harris. Takes
Got
it
a
at
Sunday
the 20.
hop.
He's got some room. Oh, nice drag down tackle there by
24.
Brandon Brin. Boy, Harris had a lot of room off that left side.
And just came to an instant stop from behind. Just grabbed like a loaf of bread from behind him. And
yeah. So 1st and 10, though, for TMP. Their second offensive possession.
well, let's see what they do here and see what Hansen's got in the tank here right now. They're going into a complete spread here. 4
That's
wide.
a different formation. So 2 receivers both sides for Harris. And Seib with the carry, but he's met in the backfield.
Wow,
That's Kyle Werner.
That was a jailbreak there. Trying to spread them out, and then they got a lot of penetration.
Well, that's kind of what worked last year
right.
from this position, or so from this formation. But that play went 5 yards back, so 2nd and 15.
On that kind of thing, it's got to be a quick release, quick shot, and they're going right back to it again here.
So Twins receivers both directions for Harris in the shotgun. Seib the lone setback. Here comes Plainville all up at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the blitz over the top and just overthrown there by Harris.
Yeah.
They were coming, though.
Got a little bit of pressure there, but
Kyle Werner there applying the pressure for the Cardinals.
It kind of came out a little bit of a duck there. And
I don't think he couldn't follow through on that. I think so probably would.
Just wasn't a good follow through on it.
But they're still man up on all the receivers, even out of this 4 wide receiver set.
That bubble route worked that first time around here.
3rd and 15 now. Still man up for the Cardinals.
That right inside receivers got 10 yards.
Here comes the pressure, and they get to Harris. That's
Hansen's
Hansen
right
there.
at 79.
Yeah, that's Mason Hogan as well. Wrap Harris up for a loss. It'll be 4th down. 4th down and a country mile for TMP. And that
there's just not a lot going on up front. There's not a lot of movement.
If they could give Harris time, they're just manned up coverage on all the receivers. But that was the problem on that drive. Just no time to throw the ball.
The thing with Harris right here, you always got to look for that short snap to him. Just a little deep for that kind of thing. But
Whittling with the punt. Nice high punt. And Dewey takes it at the 30-yard line, retreats to the 25. And here comes all the flags.
That's a push in the back on that.
Dewey gets to the 30-yard line. But
that ball's going to about the 20.
Yep. Did every single official throw their flag? Or
we
were reaching for it.
It came from the center. It also came from this side over here. So,
yeah, this line judge had about a 30-yard throw on that.
That's some good arm on that guy.
It was. Yeah.
He might have a little bit of like a rock in his or something. You know,
a little more sand in that.
Yeah.
Well, that was a little obvious, I think.
Yeah, and he about shoved the guy right back into his own runner. So,
so this moves this all the way back to
this
the
could be
12-yard
a
line.
field possession type problem here.
Well, it kind of feels like that type of game, though, Ivan. As both offenses haven't really.
Somebody's got to break one
Yeah.
just to kind of ease up the tension a little bit.
So 2:32 left, first quarter, 0-0 our score. Plainville, their second possession here.
We'll see how effective Hansen is right now. He's in there.
Starting at the 16, maybe 17-yard line. Dewey in motion, going to give to Warner up the middle, just nowhere to go.
Nothing.
Stop there. There was Seib was there.
But the thing about it is, I didn't see their interior lineman, Yost or anybody. I don't think they really hit anybody. So
no,
came out of their stance and went forward.
Yeah. It looks like Hale was in there too. Seib as well. Bryce Seib, Michael Hale. And both offensive lines are really kind of struggling.
The thing about it is they got 8 guys in the box. So to get that to open up, you're going to have to get a big run.
2nd and 9. Maybe give him a yard on the play.
With Harris really kind of in the box himself.
Now Hanson in motion, going to roll out that way. Hamilton looking to throw over the top. He's got a man open. Good tackle there by Harris, but Dewey with the catch at the 30-yard line going to get a first down.
Great pass. Nice touch to it.
Boy,
right in front of Harris. So
and Dewey was the man, and he wasn't in motion, no. But, boy, there wasn't anybody on him.
But you know what? That's kind of a little bit of a bubble route right there. You know, just in that little flat area out there. Find you a hole and sit down in it.
Well, I mean, they're so keying in on the run.
Right.
They forgot about that. So Plainville's going to take a timeout here. 1:38 left in this first quarter. No score from Lewis Field. We're going to take it with you. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1.
No matter who you are, the Hayes Rec Commission is for you. There's leisure programs for all ages. There's a wellness center that works for anyone at any level. Youth and adult sports, aquatics, and great facilities for any event. Go to hazerec.org to see the list of activities and sign up. Here are some of the upcoming activities.
We're still having fun. Hayes Rec's the one. We are still the one.
Pretty much Imano.
Welcome back to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1. We start 1:38 to go first quarter. 0-0. Plainville with the first down. Just got that first down on a nice throw from their quarterback Ethan Hamilton to Anders Dewey's.
Because really, honestly, you're almost playing like a six-man front here with Shoemaker as close as he is.
Everybody up there, and maybe lost the ball. Nope. Warner with the carry, but, man,
that's almost there when the handoff.
That dive is not going anywhere tonight.
Yeah. They're just not getting anybody moved up front. Nope. And you're playing against a six-man front.
I mean, they're doing a good job up front. That Kendall Walker, Michael Hale, they're playing tough for TMP for sure. Matt Hess as well up front. Yeah, they've walked the outside linebackers up. They've walked the safety up. 8 guys right at the
just in the box right there.
Hanson in motion. This is going to be a pitch to Dewey.
Harris.
He's got some room, and Harris comes up. Nice open field tackle by Cade Harris.
Perfect read by him. Perfect read.
And, boy, Dewey has got that pitch a couple times now with just a lot of room to operate, but Harris closing in and making the tackle.
Yep.
So 3rd and 13, 3rd and 14.
Looks like they're having a little bit of a brain trust over there, Plainville coaches. And
yeah, it looks like maybe the play clock is going to run down right at the time as the first quarter ends. We'll see here.
They're going to have to get it off.
3rd down. Hamilton under center. In motion is Dewey. He's just met right there. Kendall Walker.
Wow.
Man, he about got the ball the same time the quarterback did.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's just eating right now. 68's lining up right in front of him there. Is 68 the center?
No,
Who's the center? 79 Mason Hogan.
Yep.
Yeah, right now he's just getting his lunch ate.
They're struggling up front. So this will be the start of the second quarter. It'll be 4th down for the Cardinals to start that second quarter. But Ivan, that first quarter, it's been a struggle offensively.
Yeah.
Both offensive lines have not figured this out, and both defenses have made a little bit of changes.
Yep. And here's the thing. I mean, right now the wind has went down. We're looking at the flags here. Depending on the punt, we could see some different plays here just to maybe open it up a little bit, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And both defenses have just walked everybody up the line of scrimmage, just daring the quarterback to throw.
Yeah.
So,
and the thing about it is Windling has had what I call like crossing over the middle. He's been there a couple of times. Harris just hasn't been able to get it to him. And if he gets it to him, it's 6. So
I tell you what Harris in the open field with his ability to tackle.
Yeah, he's good.
Oh,
he's good.
That has saved TMP a couple times already where.
Yeah, he's making some great reads from back in that free safety spot and coming up and making the tackle.
Yeah, they're just letting him play basically center field. Just
that's
he's got it all.
And tell him to read it.
Yep.
The problem is if he ever misses,
it's
off to the races.
Yep.
So
back deep to receive this punt will be Cade Harris. 15 yards per return is his average on the year.
Yeah,
Yep, and for punting will be Kyle Werner. But again, it's a short punt. Now he backs up a couple yards, but
there's really no rush there. They're more trying just to block.
Good block over here by Schwartz. But that ball runs out of bounds.
Around 20.
Andrew Schwartz had his guy blocked a couple times on that sideline. I don't know if they hand out like a helmet sticker if you knock somebody over, but that'd have been two. He had two of them there.
Yeah, you know that from Norton. How many stickers did those Smith Center guys have on their helmets all the time?
I don't know.
Quite a few.
I couldn't usually see them.
Because the thing about that logic of play, which I kind of coach too, even if your guy's standing there getting a drink of water, hit him. So.
Yeah. Yep. Just finishing the block.
Just finishing, Coach. Right.
So 1st and 10 for TMP at the 24-yard line. Looking to throw. Harris time. He's got Whitley across the middle.
Just let him too much.
Yep, just off the fingertips, and boy, he had
what
some
was I
room.
talking about?
Well, they're daring him to. I mean, it's man-to-man coverage. And
16,
I tell you,
Dewey, he was just beat.
Whittling had a big game for him last year too, for TMP. But
just let him a little too much.
The coverage wasn't bad though. He was there.
He was behind him a little bit.
Yeah.
Plainville, they're kind of jamming the line there a little bit with Yost and who's standing to his right over there now. He flipped over.
Yeah, that's
79 Hogan. They're kind of taking the A gaps right there to kind of take that away a little bit.
Yeah, couple big guys there. Yost 6'4", 330. Hogan 6'4", 255. Right up the front.
Ooh.
And he moved. That was Hogan.
Man, he's right there by the ball, too. He's right there by the ball. That'll drive you crazy as a coach. He's right there where the ball is and jumps off.
That's designed to keep him
going
at
on
bay.
Going on two. Going on three.
Yep.
Changing your cadence a little bit, making them make a move.
Yep. So 2nd and 5 now. Free 5 yards for the Monarchs. Now back under center, back to their flex bone formation.
And they're jamming those three guys in the right over.
And here's Lang in motion, looking to throw again. As Harris under pressure by Hanson, able to avoid that, and is pushed out of bounds at the 19. Not for sure why he didn't just uncork that.
Yeah, Biddle just kind of,
it kept him. I mean, he kept him at bay, but
maybe it's just one of those things a little more seasoned.
Yep.
I think that's one of the coaches kind of talking to his line out there a little bit. But Plainville, the way they're lining up, they got those three guys jamming that.
Right up the middle. Again, taking that.
One side of they're going the A and the B, and the other guy's going to that. Ooh, what is that? Holding? Was that a holding?
I didn't see what that was.
It looked like a holding call.
But in the secondary, I could see that.
First down.
Yep. So there is a holding in the secondary. So first down for TMP, and hey, it don't matter how you get them as long as you get some first downs.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. So must have been in the secondary.
It had to be up. Somebody grabbing a receiver running by him.
So 1st and 10, TMP, 37-yard line, 38-yard line.
Look at that log jam.
Yep. Everybody in tight here, two tights. And this is a give to Lang off the right side, lowers his head, keeps spinning, keep on his feet, gets down to the 44-yard line.
Good hard. We got 5 yards, 6 yards out of that, 5.5.
Yeah, Lance Lang, this 5'6", 130-pound senior. Boy, he ran a lot bigger than 130 pounds there.
On the carry for the Monarchs, number 21, Lance Lang.
So 2nd down and 4 now for TMP. Good first down game for the Monarchs. Now, still bringing that two tight end set. Still have the flex bone, but now everybody inside that box, and now
Timeout.
Plainville's wanting timeout. Yep. So they see a little something different. Yeah, they're not used to, and they call a timeout, and we're going to take it on with them. 10:51 left in this second quarter. Still no score. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1.
From the sideline to online, nobody covers high school football like Nex-Tech Game Time. Watch live, play-by-play action all season long on Nex-Tech.com and Nex-Tech Local 1. Tune into the pregame show at 6:45 featuring coaches' interviews, followed by the kickoff at 7. All this live action is brought to you in part by these proud sponsors. Catch all the live Game Time action live on Friday nights and replayed on Nex-Tech Local 1 and Nex-Tech.com.
Welcome back to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1. Second down here for TMP. And what'd you see up there, Ivan? Looked like Plainville was a little confused about theirs.
Yeah, and the thing about it is coming out here, but here's the thing about this, jamming everybody in tight, and all of a sudden somebody throws one right over the top, and we could see it. Look, Plainville has nobody back. Look at that middle.
Everybody up towards the line of scrimmage. Now in motion is Lang, and looking to
right
throw.
there. There's hand. There it is.
The ball up in the air and picked off. Anders Dewey goes up and skies for the interception. That ball just hung in the air. Right?
Yeah, it hung up in the air on him, and it kind of told Winling, just kind of help me out here, go get it, and he was in the wrong position. So
yeah, it was in the air, and it was kind of thrown a little bit back behind him.
Yeah,
but nice.
Not much you could do about it.
No, nice interception by Dewey. He skies, he high points for that ball, and now Plainville takes over pretty good field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, we'll see what they dial up. I mean, we've seen Harris is playing up, so we can, they're not leaving the middle open.
Flexbone set, in motion. This is going to be a pitch to Dewey off the right side, cuts it up to the 45-yard line. Good, decent run on first down.
That's a good run. That's the best run they've had for a while. They might be able to start picking on one side or the other,
Well, and we haven't seen Hansen run the ball since he got kind of banged up.
He's still kind of ticked up. As you can see, he kind of picks that foot up every once in a while and taps it.
So second down and 6.
You might be able to pick a side where things might be easier.
Well, nothing's been easy so far.
No, well,
for either team.
The thing about it is 28 Shoemaker. He's doing a great job by picking a gap and just.
And now Hansen in motion. This would give to Warner up the middle. No, this is a keeper by Hamilton, and he's met in the backfield.
Kendall Walker.
Yeah, Kendall Walker, Michael Hale. Both of those guys are playing phenomenal here this first half. They're playing in the backfield of Plainville.
Yeah, they're almost there for the handoff.
Yeah.
So.
I think they wanted to give it to Warner, but I don't think he had time. By the time he turned around, he was hit.
They're just those guys are just getting too much penetration to get anything going.
So now 3rd and 9. Puts Plainville.
You would think with 66 Yost right there would be, but they're kind of
they're in those gaps, and now Hansen in motion. And a give to Warner just up the middle. There's a flag down.
That looked like maybe a grab there.
And a little bit after the play, too. There was a little shove through, but no flag on that.
Holding. No, it was on. Looked like it was on 68 there.
Do you decline this?
Kendall Walker.
Do you decline this? It's going to be 4th down and 9.
Yep. They're already waving it.
Yeah.
Good job. Good call.
Man, that's an odd call. 3rd and 9, you just go with the dive. I mean, that hasn't worked all night.
I think they're just right now. Just nothing's clicking. The front line's just not moving anybody, and everyone's walking.
Yep.
You notice that?
Yeah. There really is not a lot of energy down on the field by either team. Really, it's kind of.
And it's a cool night. It's not hot.
So now back to punt.
Oh, there's the break.
And Warner drops the punt, and he gets tackled at the 25-yard line. Right side with the tackle, and like you were talking about.
We were talking about this pregame. I said it was going to be a play somebody makes a mistake and it looked awful nonchalant.
Yep.
You know, and now
you just lose your focus for just a little bit and things like that. Just like the Chiefs game.
Yeah.
You saw on
and
Sunday.
It's just a little bit off in the
Yep.
focus here, and everyone's kind of walking around and milling around. And if I was TMP, I'd go for the jugular here and look for Wentling. I really would. If they're all going to come in the box, I'm gonna take my shot right here.
So 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line off the turnover.
Maybe even run a post.
And again, the Plainville walking most everybody up the line.
There it
looking
is.
to throw, pump fakes, and he gets it a waft to Wentling. Wentling stiff on down to the 15, bumped out of bounds at the 11-yard line. What a throw by Harris.
Yeah, he was in the grass.
He was. I tell you what, Plainville had him all but to the ground. He's still able to get that off.
Did I call that or not?
You said post, but everything else was right.
You just got to get your playmakers involved there, and I think the two playmakers on here are Wentling and Harris. I really do. So
1st and goal now, right at the 10-yard line. For TMP, out of their flex bone set. Here's Lang in motion, going to get to Lang off the right side.
Flag.
He's hit by Bryn at the 9-yard line.
There was kind of a takedown there of the big bell fella right there. Yeah. Yost hit the pay dirt. Somebody on that left side just grabbed him.
So a 2-yard gain, though. It's going to be wiped away for this holding penalty. Now, Wentling has kicked some field goals. He's 2 for 2 on field goals on the year. So you're in that zone.
And I watched him pregame. Yeah. He looks pretty good. So
the wind has died down to mainly nothing right now.
And he was kicking in this direction. So it was looking really good.
So now the shotgun, 2 receivers set each way for Harris. Saib the lone setback.
I still got to tell you, I got to watch 11 here coming across the middle.
It's still man on man. Looks like Plainville going to
nobody in the center.
Bringing the pressure.
There he is.
Over the top, though, and Dewey picked this off, and he's got a long ways to go. A lot of open space.
Watch for the flags. Watch for the flags.
One man to beat, and Saib knocks him out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
No flags.
And, boy, now we have our second turnover of the night. Big play there by Anders Dewey, his second interception on the night.
That's one of those things. If you're standing on the sideline and you're coaching and you're looking back and telling everybody not to hit him, if you can see the number from behind.
Yeah.
There is a flag on the play.
Oh, there is a flag.
They're back here on the 13-yard line back here.
Oh, it could be a lot of things down there.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what Plainville see what the call is.
See what this call is. They're not
unsportsmanlike
on TMP, so that even gives more yards for Plainville. And I don't think you have a worse turn of events for TMP than that interception.
Yeah, I mean, you're going in for the jugular here to get that first score of the game because really no one's doing anything.
No.
And
boy, that was just an overthrow on the slant.
And the thing about it is that could be just somebody not hitting somebody, just somebody makes a remark or something. Right. You know what I'm saying? And like it all happens.
I didn't see any extra.
I didn't either, so it had to come out of somebody's mouth or something. So
now Hamilton under center.
There's
pitch to Hansen, and nice job of coming up and filling that.
Wow.
Number 23, Landon Rosine.
Nice
first
job.
one there, but I tell you, there was picked up Matt Hess as well on the tackle. So a loss of 2. Second down and 12. That was a big play coming out of a turnover. Then
they just can't seem to string it together here.
So now second down, 12 for Plainville. Hamilton under center. They're in their flexbone set. Now Dewey in motion.
Oh,
and Hamilton
he's
just
dead in the water.
And Wentling able to wrangle him down, but he may gain a yard or 2.
Maybe. He looked dead.
I don't know if he decided that didn't look good on the pitch. And he just took it because I tell you, TMP's doing a great job stringing that out.
They are. And the thing about it is they're putting 8 guys in, you know, and
they're daring them to run. I mean, they're daring them to throw.
But they've got their playmaker right there in the center of the field. So
3rd and 9 for the Cardinals.
They've switched it up here a
little
little
bit. 3rd and 11 looks like.
Put 2 guys deep.
And a pitch is high pitch. Pitch and throw. Man open just short. And Dewey had a man open. That's Selmer. Carter Selmer was all alone for the touchdown. Great little play there.
Give it to me. What did I tell you?
You did say.
What did I say in the pregame?
There'll be some tricks.
I said we're not going to get a lot of movement. Some trick plays are going to show up. And it was wide open then, and he just didn't get enough on it. He tried to jump pass it.
Yep.
And it was there.
It was there, but the ball was short. So 4th and 11. Here's a field goal attempt.
I hate to be right.
No, you don't.
I hate to be right.
This is Braylon Biddle going to set to kick this off or attempt this field goal. He's
still trying to get enough guys on the field.
7-9 on PAT attempts. Oh, it's going to be just under. Yeah, that snap, everything was off there.
Yeah, well, you got guys coming on late. Guys are already down in their stance and those kinds of things. The center's already got the ball, and you're coming on late.
The snap was low, and everything was off. So,
but that's the thing about those plays here, because really things are closed up a little bit, and it was what they opened it.
So, still no score after 2 turnovers.
Look for TMP. Halfback pass or something along those kinds of lines.
Both teams had an opportunity to score. Both teams coming up empty. So, 7:53 left, second quarter. Still no score. TMP with the ball. They dodged a bullet there. It was a good hustle by Seib on the interception.
Yep.
He didn't give up. He made him, and so.
But here's the thing tonight. Harris hasn't looked good throwing right now.
And there's some
laundry on the field already, and we're not even. Did he move the ball or something?
Nah, it looked like there was just maybe the left guard there kind of came out of the stance.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah. So now 1st and 15, and Harris has been overthrowing his receivers.
Yeah, I mean, it's just putting a little mustard on it.
Yep.
And but I'm telling you, that middle of that field is open.
And this is getting to Schwartz off the right side. Cuts it back across the middle. He's got some room to run. 25, 30, 35, and knocked out of bounds at the 37-yard line there by Selmer.
I don't want to say it was a block in the bag, but it was definitely in the way to stop a guy.
Yeah, it looked like the receiver out there kind of held up, though.
Yeah, he kind of held him up.
That was a good run by Schwartz. They'll cut it across the field for the first down, and that's what TMP needed. They needed a big play.
Yeah,
So,
I guess that's when you ask somebody to just go out and get in somebody's way, and that's about basically what it turned out to be.
So 1st and 10 now, TMP.
But
38-yard line.
Side judge wasn't even reaching for a flag, so.
Good run there by Schwartz. Gets first down for TMP. Now Schwartz in motion straight
Little bit of a crossbuck here.
And here it comes, and they were there. Took a helmet off, but Nose had his helmet off. He made the tackle. There is a flag down.
I'm going to be curious to see what that is. Is that a reach around and maybe grab the face mask?
Yost has to come out because his helmet came off. And they called the face mask on Plainville. So.
Because I think it was down on the tackle. I think Yost was over the top on him. Yeah, they had a little bit of crossbuck going there.
And Yost blew that up. Nowhere to go, but the face mask penalty will give. It's just the 5-yard kind, so 1st and 5 for TMP.
Well, I got to tell you, if I'm TMP right now, I would take advantage of 66 standing over there right now. I really would.
So 7:40 left to go, second quarter.
Hanson's trying to get some more help up there.
2 tights, flex bone set for Harris. And this is Harris on a quarterback sweep all the way. Up a trouble. Got the 50. Now to the 40. Still on his feet to 30. One man to beat. And he's pushed out of bounds at the 12 or the 14-yard line. 15-yard line. That was a quarterback sweep from the start.
Yep. And they took advantage of what was going on there. 66 was not there to get a push up the middle. And that opened up a gap.
Great run by Harris. 1st and 10 at the 15 now for TMP.
And he's too good a player. He took that gap and took off with it. So
now last time they were down here, they threw an interception. See if they
I don't see that right now. They're kind of clicking, and Plainville's on their heels a little bit here.
2 tights again for TMP. Now Lang in motion, going to give the Lang off the right side and maybe a yard or 2. Hanson there for the tackle. But he's fighting off a an ankle or a foot injury, but he's playing hard. They give 2 yards, so 2nd and 8. Yeah, I don't think they're going to make that mistake this time, Ivan.
No, he's not on right now. But the thing about it is he's open. You've just got to finish the throw.
So now back to their standard flex bone set, 2 receivers.
Honestly, he could come right across the middle.
And this is just going to be a run again by Cade Harris to the 10-yard line. Still on his feet. They just kind of standing around to watch there. Biddle with the tackle, but that's going to be close to a first down. Did you see the defense?
Yeah,
they didn't. Know if they were just.
They didn't come up and finish. You know, when you stand somebody up like that, you're supposed to come in and top them off, and there wasn't a lot of that going on. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of activity here.
So 3rd and 1 at the 6-yard line. Big play here for TMP.
The only way they don't go for 4 is if they drop the snap or somebody gets a deep sack here.
So flex bone set for Harris under center. And he's just going to take it off the left side. Still on his feet, gets down to close to the 2-yard line. Good tough run there by Harris. It was just
follow.
Yep, follow your center there.
And there's a bunch of white shirts getting pushed.
So now 1st and goal from the 2. 5:55 left, 2nd quarter. And it's been all on the ground, Ivan, this drive for the Monarchs.
I'd go right back to that play again. Let your quarterback take a snap and see if you can't just push it in.
Lang in motion, and now we've got to stop.
Timeout?
We got an equipment issue. Harris has to come out.
No.
Is it?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, he's out.
Well, he's out for a play, I can tell you that.
So they're going to call a timeout and see if they can't get him back into the ball game because they called a timeout.
True. He's kneeling.
Yeah, he is. He's off. But we will figure it out when we come back. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1.
You know.
And this is Bryce Seib under center for the Monarchs, and he just pushed himself into the end zone. I think the whole backfield, Ivan, just got on his back and pushed him in.
And that's the thing about it is Plainville, at that point, you want your line just to stay low and shoot. And they came out of their three-point stance and just got shoved backwards. So
Harris went out for a play. Seib steps up and handles the quarterback duties. He's in for the score, and we got our first points of the night, 6-0, pending this extra point. Now, they have a different kicker.
TMP running a guy in. Is he going to get off in time?
David Fouts is the kicker for the extra points. Snap and kick is up, and it's good. Yeah, Fouts is 5 for 5 on PATs. Make that 6 for 6 PATs. And so 7-0 our score, Ivan, and I tell you what, it doesn't look like TMP is down after their week 2 loss.
No, and that's the thing about it is they dodged the bullet when Plainville did the trick play, the halfback pass, and couldn't hit the receiver, and then it turns around and TMP goes down the field basically on a penalty, and then some big plays running the ball, and scores.
Yeah. So all the energy is on the side of TMP.
Yeah, right now it really is, because I think we're talking about this is, just body language. When we're sitting up here and watching things up high, there's a lot of walking. I'm not sure if they're tired or what's going on there. Body language tells you a little bit up here that
Yeah, and Plainville for sure is in this ball game. 7-0 our score. 5:30 second quarter.
This is a broken tackle away from being tied up. So this is a broken tackle away.
So set to kick off will be Wentling, and deep for the Monarch or for the Cardinals. Looks like there's 3 of them. Oh, they got a little. They go up and come back.
Yeah.
Looks like Anders Dewey's back deep for the Cardinals. And Wintley's kick is
nice
deep
kick
over the head of Dewey into the end zone for a touchback. Yeah, that's nice to have that.
Yeah.
That's a luxury for
I'm
high
surprised
school.
he's not kicking extra points. But,
yeah, I know. I don't know.
I'm surprised.
He's kicked field goals. He's kicked 1 extra point this year. Well, at least the stat-wise is what.
Harris has got his helmet off on the sideline. Looks like he might sit this out until maybe Plainville gets a few first downs or something right now. So
we will see. He's been an open field tackling machine tonight. Let's see if Plainville goes back to kind of that.
Yeah,
pitch.
see, and who do they got back now? Mark Rack's back there. He's a senior. Boy, look at that.
Just nothing to go up front. That's Werner again, just nowhere to go on that dive play. They are doing a great job up front.
Yeah, those front 6 guys, those front 7, those backers and that lineman, they're just doing a great job. And there's just no movement. Those white shirts aren't moving anybody.
And I tell you, Plainville's got a pretty good size advantage
on
across the board.
on paper.
Yeah.
So, but
so 2nd down and 10. Now in motion is Dewey. And Hamilton back to throw. Sidesteps. He got hit hard. He got picked off, though. That is number 32.
That's younger Schwartz there. Peyton Schwartz, maybe?
Peyton Schwartz on the interception. Hamilton got rocked in the backfield. There is a penalty flag down, but it may be a holding. And if it is, what a turn of events here for TMP. Yep, it's a holding penalty decline. It'll be TMP's ball on the interception there by number 32, Peyton Schwartz. I didn't see who hit him, but he got rocked right as he threw the ball.
I didn't see it either.
I tell you, Hamilton sidestepped a tackler, and as soon as he let it go, he got drilled. So now, 1st and goal, TMP at the 4-yard line, looking to go up 2 scores. Harris back in under center, 2 tight ends set out of their flex bone. And this is going to be a keeper for Harris off the right side, down to the 3-yard line. Tackled there by Hansen. So 2nd down and goal from the 3. 4:30 left in this first half. And how big would it be to go up 2 scores for TMP?
Yeah. Well, right now, we're talking about it. Plainville's back on their heels right now.
Yeah. Yeah, they need somebody to step up for Plainville. So 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. Harris under center, still 2 tight ends set. Now Lang in motion. This is give to Saib up the middle. He's close to the score.
He's in.
Bryce Saib in for his 2nd touchdown of the night. And TMP makes this a 2-score ball game. And that was a huge turn of events here at the end of this first half.
Very, very big.
There's still time, though, but I tell you what, Plainville is down.
Not the way they're looking right now. Not the way they're looking right now.
So this is Faust looking for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good again. So TMP, 2 touchdowns here in about a span of a minute.
And they've just some big plays. The interception by Schwartz and Plainville just looks flat.
Yes.
They just look flat. TMP's they're bouncing off the walls here right now, so it's going to be hard to contain them. So,
well, yeah, you got the crowd here for the homecoming. They got a pretty decent crowd, so kind
there's
of feed off that.
The typical Hayes that shows up late, but they're here. So,
well, some of them were in the parking lot.
That's right. I'm sorry. Yeah, there was some people in the parking lot, so I forgot about those.
Right.
I'm sure they were enjoying their Pepsi and their Dr. Peppers and things like that.
I mean, you don't want those to waste, so
no,
as soon as you get those done, then you come in about midway through first quarter.
You had Father Hammocky running around here. I'm sure he was out there blessing all that stuff. So, yeah,
So
Plainville.
now, plenty of time for
They
Plainville.
just look flat here right now. They're kind of walking into place, and
I mean, this is a big game for Plainville.
Very
I'm
big.
really 2-0 in the league. They've looked dominant so far. You know,
with
they,
Peaburg and but it's just,
Oakley,
and
yeah.
Oakley, but it's just they just look flat.
And both teams played Oakley. Plainville beat them by
Not the same type of score.
No,
37-6 was
and 31-18.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
Whitley's kick is going to be deep.
Little
This is going to be
short.
returnable though, and it
Oh,
bounces
he'd
a
be
couple
better.
times, and Dewey picks it up. That was in the end zone. So
yeah, I was
that
gonna say,
saved him.
he'd
That
been
saved
better
him.
off.
That was a bad.
He could have
Yeah.
been done by the 10.
Yeah.
So
Kickoff is in the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals ball.
So now let's see what Plainville comes out and do. They tried to throw the ball last time, just maybe not the best decision to throw that ball. Peyton Schwartz, though, made a great play.
yeah, he made a great play, and the quarterback was just under duress and chucked it out there, and he was in the right spot. So
Yeah, they've got to that front for the Cardinals has got to get things going.
there's just look at all the blue in the box.
And now Dewey in motion. This is going to be an option pitch off to Hanson off the right side. He's got some room. He stiff arms Whitling, and takes a shot by Bryce Seib out of bounds. It's going to be a first down, but whoa,
Close.
that was a shot.
That was a nice little shoulder clip there
Yeah.
on the way out of bounds. But that's their best run they've had.
Yeah, I agree. So first down for the Cardinals.
And that all happened because of the late pitch.
Yep.
So, you know, you're used to this kind of stuff when you play Smith Center. Everybody putting 8-9 guys in the
Right.
box, but Plainville's just not moving anybody up front.
Now Hamilton under center. Dewey in motion. And this is good to Warner.
There's
He got
a
some
hole.
room up the middle. And it gets upended by Harris. If Harris doesn't make that tackle, Warner's still running.
Yeah.
Well,
And the thing about Warner is I know he doesn't have his legs right now. A little bit of a dip there, and Harris was going down.
Yeah.
And try and stay as low as he could.
But again, another good open field tackle by Harris.
They got to get some movement up
Yep.
front, control Walker a little bit
That
there.
was that first time that they had some room on that dive play.
Yeah, they've got to move Hess and Walker there to kind of go off that left side if that's where they're going to stick.
Now
Trouble.
two guys in motion, and boy,
Wasn't even sure he got the
was,
handoff.
Walker was back in the backfield. He about got the handoff. Man, I don't know. He's coming out. I don't know if I'd take him out. He's been in the backfield more than any of the running backs for Plainville.
I mean, and he was there as soon as the ball
Yeah.
came out from underneath the center. I don't know what's going on there
They may want to go on two or something because
because they are coming in that A gap right there.
So second down and 12 for Plainville. 2:52 remaining.
They've kind of closed that gap too. Plainville has. You can see it's. But look at that on the side of the ball over there. There are two of them almost in the same gap.
And here's Hamilton on a quarterback draw. He's got some room. The right side cuts it up to the 50 and brought down at the 46-yard line, but that'll be a first down. So that was a good call.
A little hesitation run because the thing about it is when you're stacking those two guys on that side of the ball over there, if you can do a little hesitation, create a gap for yourself.
Yeah, if you let him come through, just kind of shield him away from the quarterback, able to get back upfield for a good gain. So first and 10 Plainville. They finally got some momentum going.
TMP's kind of
offensively.
backed off that a little bit now. They're both in the A gaps.
And Hamilton with a pitch to Hanson off the right side. He's got some room across the. Oh, he ran over the defender. Still on his feet. He ran over a couple of defenders.
Yeah, he took out.
Hanson into for the score.
Was that Schwartz over there, 32, that he took out?
It was number 24, Mark Rack, came up and tried to make that tackle.
Man, he took him down. Windling tried to come out from behind and hit it out.
And there's a holding call on Plainville. This all comes back.
Wow.
All comes back. Wow, what a run by Hanson, but all for naught.
Where was the flag at? In the middle of the field?
Yep. Yep, right.
I didn't see it. I was
didn't
watching
see
the
it
run.
What a run. What a run, but, man, that's got to be deflating a little bit for Plainville.
Yeah, you're a little tired now. Big run like that, and
So now bring the ball to the 48 of Plainville. So it'll be first down and 15. So 2:03 left in this first half. 14-0 our score. TMP with the lead. Now Dewey in motion. And this is a give to Warner.
Wow, great job there.
50, yep.
Is that Shoemaker?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yep.
Yeah.
what a
Filling that
tackle.
gap. Yeah, filling that gap.
Well, he's 5'6", 150, but he plays a lot harder than that.
He did what you got to do right there.
Yeah.
He filled the hole and stayed lower than him. So
second down, 14, right at the 50-yard line. Plainville, no hurry. 1:30 left to go, first half.
Pitch.
Hanson in motion. He's going to give a pitch, and this time Wentling comes up and makes the tackle. Or I'm sorry, that's 20. That's Landon Rosine. Landon Rosine with the tackle.
Looks like he hurt himself with his ankle or something there.
Yep, so there's an injured Monarch on the ground. They're going to take an injury timeout. We'll take it with them. 1:13 left in this first half. Our score, TMP 14, Plainville 0. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1. Welcome back to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1, where it looks like Peyton Schwartz is coming off the field for TMP.
You can't really tell if it's a knee or an ankle, but he was holding his knee a little bit. I don't know if maybe he twisted it. You hope it's just a twist.
Right. Yeah, big interception for him on the last drive. Set up a score for the Monarchs. 14-0 the score. Yeah, see, they're looking at an ankle or a knee. Yeah, it looks like an ankle, so hopefully that's just a sprained ankle and can get it taped up and get it back out there. But big third down, 3rd and 14 for the Cardinals. Dewey in motion. This is an option pitch to Hanson, and Hanson's got some room across the 50. Still on his feet. Ball is out, but it's out of bounds.
Yeah, it's out of bounds. I think he even gained a yard on it.
Big run, though, and Hanson limps off. He's been kind of
He got dinged up earlier.
And he's down on the ground. This will be a 4th down play. Looks like 4th and 2. Hanson is out.
On the run for the Cardinals is
So, and he's been their big play guy here this drive. So 4th and 2, though, for Plainville. 1:05 left first half. This is a big play for Plainville. They need this first down.
Wendling comes off as well. This is kind of unique as well.
I don't think he's hurt or anything. It's just kind of.
Yeah.
So 4th and 2.
Everybody's in the box. Harris is deep.
And the left tackle goes off. So now what do you do? It's going to be 4th and 7. Do you punt this away?
We got a minute. And here's the thing. You don't want to give it to him on the 43.
No. It'll be interesting. Yep.
Maybe you go out and maybe try to draw them off.
Yeah. Something. I don't
maybe
know.
Call a timeout.
Yeah, I think they get a long snapper coming in here, so it does look like they're going to punt this. Yeah, 4th and 2 is a little different. 4th and 7.
Well.
Yeah, they come out in this. Yep. TMP's going to take a timeout. That's kind of their punt formation, though, for Plainville. But you might as well take a timeout and make sure everybody's on the same track. But I tell you what, Plainville, they may get a little coaching at halftime.
You know, but it's just not grand style, you know. But you would think so, but they're flat.
They are flat,
and you can't. I don't know if you can pump them back up here. I tell you what would pump them up a little bit is if they could get a first down here.
Right.
If that's what they decide to do is go for it. But the thing about if I was TMP, I wouldn't change anything. I put everybody in the box, and if they're going to throw it, make them throw it.
Right. They really haven't shown that they can throw it tonight. Hamilton, I think, has thrown 2 passes. One of them was picked off. So
is Hanson in the game? I haven't seen him.
He is out.
Is he on the track over there?
Yeah, he's down on the track. That's a big loss for them too. He's not 100%.
Well, Wintling's coming back in on that far side. Harris is in there.
Yeah, Harris is back. Rack is back. And right now, Plainville looks like they're going to go for this, but they do set up their punt for this way.
Yep.
And there's Warner back. Ooh! It cuts over his head.
You could see it.
And Warner gets on it, but it's going to be 1st and 10 for TMP at the 25-yard line. Another mishap on the punt for the Cardinals, and this is a disastrous end to this first half of Plainville.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just getting too cute with things, but it's just I was over his head.
You kind of read my mind a little bit. Sometimes you can almost outsmart yourself and just come out in the formation and just punt it. Go back to the old school football stuff. And
now 1st and 10 for TMP at the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can't take advantage of another turnover. And Yost is in the backfield.
Ooh.
And he
Harris
ate the
took a
fullback.
couple of licks there.
Well, maybe Yost is going to get these guys.
It's going to take a guy like that to get everybody fired up and he's big enough just to take control of the game in the middle there.
So a timeout here by TMP. 51 seconds to go in this first half. 14-0 the score.
You never know. Somebody in that huddle might have challenged his manhood over there. So,
but, we've been waiting for that. They just have not been.
Somebody's got to call somebody out and say, hey, man, we need you to show up and get after it. Because he acted like he kind of came out of a fire there.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Go ahead.
The thing with TMP is, though, their 2 best guys are Wendling and Harris. I would look for something there.
And we did, like we talked about earlier, Wendling is a pretty good kicker. A couple more yards here, and he's probably got a shot at a field goal. If you hit a field goal, you're up 3 scores. And the way Plainville's playing on offense, it may be a struggle for them to put 3 scores up second half. So
yeah, just with how things have progressed here, and Hanson, he's over on the track over there trying to see if he can get through whatever he's got going on.
So 2nd down and 10 here for TMP.
Honestly, I would, it hasn't looked pretty on the passing part of this thing. They put Wentling on this side here.
They don't have any timeouts left, so
yeah.
No timeouts. 2 tight ends set, though, for Harris. Yeah, look for like a post or something here from Wentling. Now Schwartz in motion. Going to roll left, and it's going to be Harris on the keeper. This guy's a lot of room. 1 man to beat, and it's Kate Harris in for the score. And that's just a quarterback sweep, Ivan.
And that's what it was. And there was a gap over there, and a big gap over there, and he took off and scored.
Yeah, and that, I tell you what, there's a huge difference going in down 2 scores. Now you're going down 3 scores.
Especially when it looked like you had scored with Hanson.
Yeah.
On that big run that he had, and then you get a holding call and it goes back. You're going from basically 14-7 now, 21-0 almost if they get this.
So Fouts for the extra point for TMP. Kick is up, and it is good. Boy, look at those scoreboard. Look at those goalposts shaking. You see that? The refs are looking at that too. I never seen that.
The other end's not doing that.
Yeah. It's just that they're shaking.
That's a poltergeist, maybe. We got something going on here. Look at that.
It's crazy. I don't know if we can get a shot of it.
I mean, the other flags are barely moving on that end.
And I don't know if it was like an earthquake or something out there. It's just wiggling.
I think we're the only ones that's noticed.
I don't know.
Look at that.
Maybe we're wiggling.
It's funny. I mean, they're still quivering.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's the strangest thing.
Even the referees,
the officials were over there looking at it. Like, what's going on? One's doing it, one's not. That's interesting. But I tell you what, Plainville now is in a bigger hole. 44 seconds to go here first half. They do have one timeout, so this has kind of gotten away from them here this first half. Turnovers and penalties have absolutely killed them.
Yeah, it really has. And most likely this is going to go into the end zone. So they almost had a mishap last time.
Yeah. So let's see here. Wentling with this kick, and this is deep. And going over the head of Dewey. And he tried to catch that at the 1. I don't know. I think you got to put your feet at the 10. If it goes over your head, just let it go.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, just to know where you are and know, you know what, hey, I'm going to let that go, and we're going to take the ball on the 20.
I still don't understand those goalposts.
I've never seen a quiver like that when you look at the other side and the flags are barely moving. But down here, they're almost straight out.
Yeah. I just don't get that. So, 1st and 10, Plainville now. At the 20. This is something that I just want to get in the locker room, don't you think, if you're Coach Stevenson?
Yeah. You don't want to have – well, here's what you don't want to do. Have a bad snap or a bad handoff.
Right. Dewey in motion. This is a give to Werner up the middle, and he's on his feet to the 25, dragging –
Good hard run.
Yep, dragging defenders down to the 28, but I think you just let this one go till halftime, but we'll see. I mean, Plainville, they've put up 30 points each game, so they're capable of putting some points on the board. But we haven't seen that.
I don't see it here tonight.
Not
right
the
now,
same team we've seen.
We're just not going to see it right now. They're trying to even just run out the clock here. I think we got about. They're matching up play clock and the game clock. Looks like they're ready to walk it out.
Yep. So they're going to get in the halftime and try to get things straightened up. But man, it has been all TMP this first half. They have taken advantage of the turnovers, and they have put the points on the board. Our score here at halftime, TMP 21, Plainville 0. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ron Juneman of Professional Family Eye Care in Phillipsburg. I treat hundreds and hundreds of dry eye disease patients each year, and I'm excited to finally offer a treatment that has proven effective. We are one of the first offices in the state of Kansas to offer the new Equinox low-level light therapy. We've seen fantastic results in patients so far, and even have patients who haven't worn contact lenses for years finally able to do so. You can experience results in as little as 1 to 2 treatments. It's time to stop treating your symptoms and start treating the problem.
From the soil to the sky, you're dedicated to your farm operation. Through it all, Rogers & Associates Insurance is standing beside you and your business. We can customize an insurance plan for your operation. We provide coverage for residential needs, personal property, and outbuildings. We also cover farm and irrigation equipment, ATVs, and other farm autos. Contact Rogers & Associates Insurance to protect your farm operation.
A special thanks to the Plainville Game Time Boosters, Mr. K's Food Town, Rife Welding and Construction, H&C Oil Operating, Farm Implement and Supply, First State Bank, Plainville Shortstop, and the Animal Hospital are proud supporters of Cardinal students and athletes. Let's go, Red! Thanks for watching Nex-Tech Game Time. Here's a look at the 2021 football schedule.
No matter who you are, the Hayes Rec Commission is for you. There's leisure programs for all ages. There's a wellness center that works for anyone at any level. Youth and adult sports, aquatics, and great facilities for any event. Go to hayesrec.org to see the list of activities and sign up. Here are some of the upcoming activities.
We're still having fun. Hayes Rec's the one. We are still the one.
From the sideline to online, nobody covers high school football like Nex-Tech Game Time. Watch live, play-by-play action all season long on Nex-Tech.com and Nex-Tech Local 1. Tune into the pregame show at 6:45 featuring coaches' interviews, followed by the kickoff at 7. All this live action is brought to you in part by these proud sponsors. Catch all the live Game Time action live on Friday nights and replayed on Nex-Tech Local 1 and Nex-Tech.com.
Here at Mapes & Miller, we take care of your finances, allowing you time to take care of your business, farm, and personal lives. We offer financial services, including tax prep, bookkeeping, payroll, and auditing. We offer services to farmers, ranchers, small businesses, and more. By coming to us, you'll be able to spend more time at your business and with your families. It's not what you make, it's what you keep.
We built this network for you.
We're constantly optimizing our network to provide reliable coverage utilizing cutting-edge technology.
We invest in Kansas because we're Kansans too.
And as exciting next-generation technologies become reality, we can trust that we're working to bring it to your neighborhood.
So wherever you go, just know we got you covered.
We're friends.
We're neighbors.
We are Kansas.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ron Juneman of Professional Family Eye Care in Phillipsburg. I treat hundreds and hundreds of dry eye disease patients each year, and I'm excited to finally offer a treatment that has proven effective. We are one of the first offices in the state of Kansas to offer the new Equinox low-level light therapy. We've seen fantastic results in patients so far, and even have patients who haven't worn contact lenses for years finally able to do so. You can experience results in as little as 1 to 2 treatments. It's time to stop treating your symptoms and start treating the problem.
From the soil to the sky, you're dedicated to your farm operation. Through it all, Rogers & Associates Insurance is standing beside you and your business. We can customize an insurance plan for your operation. We provide coverage for residential needs, personal property, and outbuildings. We also cover farm and irrigation equipment, ATVs, and other farm autos. Contact Rogers & Associates Insurance to protect your farm operation.
Welcome back to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1. We're here at halftime of the game between TMP and Plainville. We've got our score here at halftime, 21-0. TMP with the lead. We've got the homecoming festivities out on at the midfield. But Ivan, this game's been all TMP from the start, or at least that second quarter.
The highest honor bestowed by Thomas More Pratt Marion is the Point of Light Award.
But that turnovers, penalties have really kicked.
We'll try to speak softly here before we get yelled at again here. So, it's been a game of. We talked about it earlier, and just the turnovers, and then that just turned over the game. So,
we got some scores here from the area games on our Nex-Tech scoreboard.
They're being escorted by TMP Marion Advancement Director Troy Ruda. Each one of these individuals have been.
So that Victoria Trigo game, 6-6. That's a big game over Victoria.
Yeah, over there. So that'd be a great game to be at.
Lacrosse, Ness City, 16-14 Lacrosse. Ooh, Norton up 26-0 on Russell.
Maybe Russell had their game of the week last week.
Maybe. And Smith Center all over Ellenwood, 46-0 that's in the second quarter. So, wow.
That's a lot of touchdowns.
And you know they're not kicking extra points.
Now going for 8.
Yeah. Beloit with an early lead there. Phillipsburg up on Ellis. Dodge City up a touchdown on Wichita South. And
I knew the Hayes score would be that way. Liberal's not too good. So
boy, Hayes put up 51 and a half against Great Bend last week. 44 now this week. Liberal.
Are we betting it's the Canic show again? Down at the burial grounds in Liberal. So
I think it's him. Probably getting the ball 80-90% of the time for sure.
Most likely. No. Well, it's his prerogative to hand it off or not.
Yeah. So there's 8-man teams there, no scores there, but so they've got the homecoming candidates out on the field here for TMP. They've got some of the former candidates out there as well, it looks like. So homecoming continues for TMP, but it's been a good homecoming for them so far. 3 scores.
Yep, you can't ask for much better. It started slow. First quarter was pretty slow, but we knew something had to crack, and Plainville cracked first. So
the turnovers really hurt Plainville. Two big turnovers in the punt game led to 2 touchdowns, and then an interception led to another touchdown. So TMP's taking advantage of those turnovers for sure.
Yeah. So, and you know what? That's just how it goes. And that's how we'll see what Plainville's got in the tank when they come out.
Yeah. So our score again: TMP 21, Plainville 0 here at half from Lewis Field on campus of Fort Hays State University. We'll come to that. We'll take a break real quick here, come back, and we'll have the second half kickoff for you. So stay tuned. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1.
A special thanks to Plainville Game Time Boosters, Mr. K's Food Town, Rife Welding and Construction, H&C Oil Operating, Farm Implement and Supply, First State Bank, Plainville Shortstop, and the Animal Hospital are proud supporters of Cardinal students and athletes. Let's go, Red! Thanks for watching Nex-Tech Game Time. Here's a look at the 2021 football schedule.
No matter who you are, the Hayes Rec Commission is for you. There's leisure programs for all ages. There's a wellness center that works for anyone at any level. Youth and adult sports, aquatics, and great facilities for any event. Go to hazerec.org to see the list of activities and sign up. Here are some of the upcoming activities.
We're still having fun. Hayes Rec's the one. We are still the one.
From the sideline to online, nobody covers high school football like Nex-Tech Game Time. Watch live, play-by-play action all season long on Nex-Tech.com and Nex-Tech Local 1. Tune in to the pregame show at 6:45 featuring coaches' interviews, followed by the kickoff at 7. All this live action is brought to you in part by these proud sponsors. Catch all the live Game Time action live on Friday nights and replayed on Nex-Tech Local 1 and Nex-Tech.com.
Here at Mapes & Miller, we take care of your finances, allowing you time to take care of your business, farm, and personal lives. We offer financial services, including tax prep, bookkeeping, payroll, and auditing. We offer services to farmers, ranchers, small businesses, and more. By coming to us, you'll be able to spend more time at your business and with your families. It's not what you make, it's what you keep.
We built this network for you.
We're constantly optimizing our network to provide reliable coverage utilizing cutting-edge technology.
We invest in Kansas because we're Kansans too.
And as exciting next-generation technologies become reality, we can trust that we're working to bring it to your neighborhood.
So wherever you go, just know we got you covered.
We're friends.
We're neighbors.
We are Kansas.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ron Juneman of Professional Family Eye Care in Phillipsburg. I treat hundreds and hundreds of dry eye disease patients each year, and I'm excited to finally offer a treatment that has proven effective. We are one of the first offices in the state of Kansas to offer the new Equinox low-level light therapy. We've seen fantastic results in patients so far, and even have patients who haven't worn contact lenses for years finally able to do so. You can experience results in as little as 1 to 2 treatments. It's time to stop treating your symptoms and start treating the problem.
From the soil to the sky, you're dedicated to your farm operation. Through it all, Rogers & Associates Insurance is standing beside you and your business. We can customize an insurance plan for your operation. We provide coverage for residential needs, personal property, and outbuildings. We also cover farm and irrigation equipment, ATVs, and other farm autos. Contact Rogers & Associates Insurance to protect your farm operation.
A special thanks to the Plainville Game Time Boosters, Mr. K's Food Town, Rife Welding and Construction, H&C Oil Operating, Farm Implement and Supply, First State Bank, Plainville Shortstop, and the Animal Hospital are proud supporters of Cardinal students and athletes. Let's go, Red! Thanks for watching Nex-Tech Game Time. Here's a look at the 2021 football schedule.
Welcome back to Lewis Field for a Game Time Game of the Week this week. TMP and Plainville, our score here at halftime, Ivan, 21-0 TMP. It was a heck of a second quarter there by the Monarchs.
Yeah, I mean, really, honestly, they came out and got some turnovers and created some turnovers, and just that offensive line was with Plainville was just having all kinds of trouble, with that Plainville front seven. So
and Plainville, their one touchdown run was called back for a penalty. So
yeah, and that's the terrible thing that always happens. Hansen makes a great run down the sideline, and then somebody throws some laundry. So
yeah, so what coming out second half here? Obviously, I think TMP gets that ball back.
I couldn't remember because I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
So
No, it is Plainville. Plainville's going to get the ball. I mean, what? If they go 3 and out.
Are you arguing with yourself? Or?
Yeah.
Are you? Okay.
That's what I do best.
I was just listening, and you were kind of going,
Right.
"Oh no, they kick it off." I'm going, all right, but I think they got to open it. They've got to open it up a little bit, and maybe do a true spread and see if they can't do something. Then
Go kind of go back to last year.
That flex bone right now they're breaking some plays, but it's not happening very often. So my thing about it is maybe change it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we've seen the TMP change up a little bit. They went to some spread, but really what got them going, other than the turnovers for Plainville, but what that got them going was that 2 tight end set. They just kind of
well, and the thing that might help Plainville is if they go to the spread, it'll open it up a little bit, get some guys out of the box, and help them create a space. I'm not telling them they got to pass, but it might open a lane. So
yeah. Well, I tell you, TMP's defensive line couldn't play any better that first half, and we'll see if they can keep that up here in the second half. But there were several times that they about had the handoff.
Oh, they were right there. Kendall Walker's done a great half. The Shoemaker kid has done a great job. But they're just there to create havoc.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so Plainville's still not on the field. They may be getting a little bit of talking to in the locker room.
I comment earlier there before half. When you're in the huddle on the sideline, and anybody that's been in those huddles or knows what's going on and what's being said, you challenge players.
Yeah.
You challenge players, or if you're a player, you get challenged by coaches to, hey, let's go, step up, and there's some colorful language that sometimes goes on in those huddles. And
well, let's see. I tell you right now, I can see right now on the field that Dakota Yost is over there, and he is screaming at some of those players. So
it's going to take a guy like that who's just a mountain of a man right now, and just to decide, you know what, I'm going to take over that front line, either on offense and on defense.
Yeah.
And
so let's see. I mean, Plainville really has just been dominant all year leading up to this game, and they have just kind of, like we talked about, they were flat. Coming out flat.
That's about the only way I can say it is they're just flat. Do you see Hansen down there warming up?
I don't know. He was hurt, banged up with an ankle injury. I don't know if he's back.
I mean, really, he was hurt early within the third, fourth play of the game.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see if he's out or not. That's one of the big play.
That's a big hole if he can't come back out. So I just don't see him, but that's not saying anything.
Yeah, he may be getting taped up or something. I don't know either.
The thing about this is Plainville actually scored. Really got called back on a long run, and then the pass play on the running back pass play, he was open in the end zone, just couldn't hit him with the pass. He jumped before he threw the ball. So
they could have easily had two scores on the board.
It could have been 14-14, or it could have been honestly the other way around, 14-7. So,
but the punt formation, the punt team is
getting it over your punter, but that goes back to what I just called this little fundamental football type stuff. I understand, how we do the gimmicks and all that kind of thing, but sometimes you just go back 7 and let's get a snap. So
because that last one over the top of the punter's head changed this game dynamically. It's a 2-score game at that point. Now it's a 3-score game.
Yeah, and you've really got to pull a rabbit out of the hat.
Right.
So really got to pull that rabbit.
That's and it's something that we haven't seen tonight, but they're going to have to do something. So it looks like the injured Monarch down there, Peyton Schwartz, looks like he's running around. Like maybe he get back in this ballgame.
Yeah, he's doing some sprints. He's a little gimpy, but like anybody, he wants to play.
Yeah.
So
we will see what Plainville comes out here this second half. They may look like they've got a little more pep in their step here. So, yeah, it's So it'll be interesting though. TMP is TMP's ready. They played hard, and in the scores we've seen Russell getting handed to by Norton. So I don't know what last week was.
But you've seen that in different sports. Somebody the week before or the game before just has a game of their life, and maybe last week, and then the following week the air comes out of the balloon. I'm not saying we don't know what's going on over there, but maybe Norton has created some own takeaways and some things, and snowballed, and it's like quicksand.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, you look in this league. I mean, if this score holds up, Smith Center is going to have a firm grasp in the lead on the conference. So, Plainville obviously has. I mean, they still got the second half to go, and they're 2-0 in the league. But
and the thing that we know with SC, they're not going to show up and do anything different.
No,
it's been that way for 40 years. The only change they've ever done is they went into the pistol set, other than the center or the quarterback under center. So that playbook is about 3 pages.
Is it 1 play per page? Because I think they only have 3 plays.
But it's one of those things where you're looking over there and you're going, you got so many plays and you got 3 of them written down here. So,
but it's coming. But
and
it doesn't change anything.
They're just and what they've done it's with Roger Barter. They line up and say, "Hey, stop it." So,
but so we still. TMP and both Plainville and TMP. I think TMP plays them, don't they? So
Smith Center?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No. Okay.
I don't think they play Norton. I really don't.
Yeah. And Plainville's 1A, so Plainville's at a different class than TMP. TMP's at 2A. So
Yeah, so I don't think they play everybody.
And with league
I think
stars,
the
so-
only other MCL team they play is Ellis.
Yeah.
I really do. And I don't think they play Beaver. They don't play Smith Center. They don't play anybody on Highway 36. Remember last year they didn't.
Yep.
So
Back deep for Plainville will be Dewey, Anders Dewey. And to kick this off is Jace Whitling. And Whitling has hit these into the end zone most of the night.
yeah, he's got a pretty good leg, and who is deep again for
Anders
Plainville?
Dewey.
Yeah, he hasn't looked real strong back there. So
No.
but you never know. They could use a break one here.
Dewey's got 2 interceptions on the night for Plainville, but they have just not been able to capitalize on
There
that.
you go. Over my head, I'm going to let it roll.
Yeah, so just
Another touchback by number 11, Jace Whitler.
so 1st and 10 Plainville. Let's see what they've got coming out here this second half.
Do you see 11?
I don't see him out there. I see 15, who's Cohen Kaiser, who's been his replacement. So I think Hansen is on the sidelines for at least to start this second half.
I don't even see him over there.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
So pistol formation set for Plainville. Flip. Yeah, and so here's Hamilton off to the right side. Going to get up a couple yards on 1st down. So, but yeah, this is without Hansen, it's going to be it's just to make that a little harder. So I don't know if he's getting taped up or where he's at. I don't see him at all.
No, not anywhere.
So 2nd down and 8 for Plainville.
So it looks like you got to play with what you got.
Yep.
So
dance with the date you brung. So yeah, so we've got this little commotion going up here, but
who number 15 for Plainville, Cohen Kaiser.
Yep. He is the replacement then for Hansen there at the wingback position. So
in the thing, it says he's 5'2", $120. He looks a lot smaller than that up here.
So 3rd down and 5 now for the Cardinals. So start this second half is a big
That's off to him
down
for being
Yep.
out there, man. He's out there.
Big 3rd down here for Plainville. And now they've moved Selmer in as a wingback, looks like. And now he's in motion. And they're going to pitch to Selmer off the right side. He's got some room. He's got the 1st down across the 30 and down to the 35-yard line. So good start for the Cardinals here in the second half. They get a 1st down.
And here's the good thing about that. There were some white shirts out there moving guys.
Yeah.
So there were some white shirts coming off, firing off, and moving people. So
Yeah, it looks like they brought Selmer in to play Hansen's position there at a wingback.
I saw Kaiser, man. He was across the field. He was in somebody's face. So that's what you got to have.
Yes, for sure. So 1st and 10 for Plainville, 35-yard line. Ethan Hamilton under center. And now Selmer in motion. Give to Warner off the right side.
Oh,
Good
man.
tackle
Who
there.
got him?
That was number
Shoemaker.
28, Shoemaker. Man, he is
shooting gaps.
Yep. Great tackle by
Shooting
Shoemaker there. 2nd down and 10. No gain on the play for Warner. He did get going there late the second quarter. Warner on a couple runs, but for the most part, he's been bottled up.
Yeah. Well, basically that's a dive play.
Yes.
So
Yep. All the motion in the background, but it is a straight dive. So 2nd and 10 now for the Cardinals. Hamilton under center. And
nice little keeper.
Going to keep
Nice
off the
keeper.
left side and cuts it up the middle to the 40. Ooh, got twisted there.
Kaiser got thrown down too over here, but he was doing his job. He tied up his man. So
Hamilton, though, bounces right off right back off the turf. So 3rd down and 5. Give him 5 yards on the play. So good run.
Yeah, it was just one of those things. He was trying to pick an alley, and he got hammered from the backside.
So 3rd and 5 now for Plainville. Another 3rd down, big 3rd down play again on this first drive of the second half. Dewey in motion, give to Warner. This is Hamilton off the right side. He kept it, and he
But you
dropped
know
down
what?
right
If they
at the
spot
line.
that where he actually didn't touch back there, that should be a first.
Yep, they are going to spot it. At the spot's going to be a 1st down. So
because that's the thing is he wasn't tackling. They brought him over the top of him.
Yep.
So
you're right. So now the second first down here this drive in the second half. Looks a little different.
Yeah, but Curtis, we're seeing some white shirts moving people.
Yep.
So,
but this offense, you've got to finish these drives because you're not going to get too many opportunities.
Everybody's in the box.
Yep.
I mean, really.
So now under center, Hamilton 1st and 10, 45-yard line. Dewey in motion. And it's going to be a pitch to him. He's got a lot of
flag. Illegal. One of the linemen from Plainville took off early.
That pitch was almost back like it was like that halfback pass we said.
Yep. But there was a guy that took off just a tad early.
Yeah. And that's tough. Now for Plainville, 1st and 15. It's going to be tough.
When you're moving the chains and then that happens, and it's just something where you're just not concentrating.
Yeah.
So
1st and 15, for Plainville. Now Selmer in motion, and Hamilton just
bottled up.
Nothing to go in there for Hamilton. That's 54. Was that 56? That was Hale. Michael Hale was there.
Leading the way for the Monarchs, number 56, Michael Hale and company.
So, 56 and 54, Kenton Ginther as well. So it almost looks like they've went to like a 5-man front here. I guess that's what they're just walking those outside linebackers up, and it's a commotion in the backfield.
Dead in the water right there.
When that timing's off, man, there is just TMP's just in that backfield. So.
They came off the ball there.
So now 3rd and 17. Kendall Walker again there at the bottom of that pile. We'll see what they're going to dial up. If this is going to be a pass or something, this is going to have to. The times that he's thrown, the 2 times he really hasn't had a lot of time to throw. So 3rd and 17. This is Selmer in motion. He's going to get the ball and going to reverse. He's got some room off the right side to the 50. And he's going to be close to a first down.
Unless he stepped out, he got it.
Yep, going to be right at the 44-yard line. Wow, what a run there by Carter Selmer, just kind of on a sweep.
And it looked like it was dead.
Yeah.
There was some penetration right in the heart of the line there.
So another 3rd down conversion for the Cardinals. It'll be 1st and 10. That was a huge play, Ivan. They look dead. 3rd and 17.
Big play. Great. He picked a lane and worked his way through it.
That's a good block out there by the receiver, Brandon Brin, as well. Sprung in that last 7 yards. So 1st and 10 for Plainville. They got a little momentum here on offense. Back to their flex bone set. Ethan Hamilton under center. Now in motion is Dewey.
Inside handoff.
Going to get to it, try to cut up the middle and nowhere to go. Good pursuit there by the Monarchs. Bryce Sibe is there on the tackle. Also, Whitling was there.
That's a tough play to do when they are getting so much penetration. That's a tough inside handoff.
He stopped, too. I mean, you just got to keep going and try to turn that corner. And if you can't, get out of bounds 2, 3, 4 yards. But 2nd down and 9 now for Plainville. And I know it's not too far away, but if this game ends where it is, it's going to be a long bus ride home.
Ooh.
And Hamilton looking to throw, now just looking for some life, and he gets swallowed up.
Well, I think he was looking for Kaiser deeper to go down the seam here, and he kind of ran a little 10-yard out.
Michael Hale there for the sack, but, he ran into his own guy, too, in the backfield. Just the timing is just a little off. So
he was looking left out here, but his receiver just kind of did an out, and Schwartz was right there in his face. So
3rd and 14. Another 3rd down for Plainville. They've converted on their last 3 third downs, though. So they've been able to pick these up on this drive. Now receivers in tight for the Cardinals. In motion is Dewey, and it's a reverse to Selmer, and he's across the 50, but well short of the first down.
Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Lance Lang there on the final tackle.
But I like the play.
Yeah,
I like to play a little reverse, and what kind of threw it off a little bit was Kendall taking a dive out there to make make him go out a little wider.
Yeah, kind of forced it wide. So now 4th down and 10 for Plainville.
I think you're going for it here.
I think so too. So now Hamilton, so they are going to.
No.
They're back to punt this ball, and Warner going to try to angle this out, and it's a kind of a bad angle.
It's going to be about the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
21.
So.
Well, that's one of those things you don't want to. The two guys that were back there, you don't want either one of them to field it. So
No. So 1st and 10 now for TMP. They get their first offensive possession of this second half, and
the thing that's just a glaring thing here right now is Hansen's not on the field either for Plainville. So who's going to step up and fill that gap? So
yeah, it looks like. I don't know who they've got in there now. A.J. Brown looks like maybe. And here comes.
Inside handoff.
Side up the middle. Get a couple. That's a tough run. He may have picked up 3 there. So. Yeah, that really hasn't got anywhere for TMP either.
Yeah, here's the thing. They're running right at Mr. Yost right there in the gut. But the thing is they still got 3 out of it. It looked dead in the water.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you got to run that every once in a while. Keep them honest. So,
you think?
I mean, I'm all for honesty. How about you? No.
No habla inglés.
Well, we're moving right along here this third quarter. 3:30 remaining. 21-0 our score. TMP still with the lead now. In motion.
Ball's out.
Ball is out. It looks like Plainville's got it. The handoff was kind of bobbled up there by Schwartz and Harris, and Plainville. That's what they need here. A turnover.
I didn't know, but I don't think we're going to get a replay. But it looked like a little bit of crossbuck going on, but I didn't get to see it clear.
Yeah, no, the motion was going right, and they were going to run Schwartz to the left.
Right.
And they just kind of got, just kind of ran into each
a little
other.
penetration going on.
Yep.
Plainville was coming through, and here's a big play here for Plainville. You go and.
Well, and Harris is out. And here's Selmer in motion. This is a give to Warner.
Ball's out there.
He was spinning, looked like. But, boy,
Really?
still nothing going up front at all.
Well, ball looked like it was out to me.
It did look like it was coming out, but he was just kind of spinning.
Well, great call there, John. John Madden. Boom, bam, bounced off somebody. But
yeah, just up front, just a great job again by the TMP.
I think what's worked for Plainville here is that misdirection. That misdirection a little bit.
Get them on the outside. I mean, nothing inside is working. I mean, they're just. I mean, you see all 7.
Well, there's 7 guys
right
right there.
Yep. Hamilton on the carry, just kind of dancing around there, just nowhere to go. So now it'll be 3rd down and 9.
I would just do that myself, misdirect. They're calling the timeout.
Yeah,
the misdirection, but go left with it.
Yeah.
Get on the wide end of the angle and have your Kaiser receiver, little guy, get out here and just try to take Schwartz out as much as he can. No, this TMP's is tough up front.
Yeah.
They're not moving.
And they're stacking that inside. But, yeah, Plainville, the success they have had has been on the outside, been on the
almost on broken plays.
Pitches, some of them on a reverse. I mean, just getting to the corner, they've had success that way. But
what is this, 3rd down?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, but I just don't know if you've got the personnel to pull it off. You might be able to sneak in that halfback pass there again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You might be able. I just don't know if they have the personnel, somebody to chuck it. So. Right.
Well, I tell you,
because really, there's so many guys in the box, they might get caught up in all that trash, and somebody might sneak out. So
they've had the ball down in this area before. One was a missed field goal, and then they've had an interception. So it's third time's the charm. So 3rd and 9 here for Plainville. 21-0 our score. TMP with the lead. And 2:26 left here this third quarter. Did you get that all straightened out?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Is Ellis playing tonight?
Who?
Ellis?
Yeah, they're losing to Peaburg.
Okay.
Is that what the question was?
That's what the question was.
Yeah. Yeah. Peaburg's up.
They're playing. They're playing.
So here we go, 3rd and 9. And they get to Warner off the right side. Lowers his head, gets down to the 10-yard line. Going to be about 4 yards short. So
got to go.
Yep.
Gotta go.
4th and 4 here. Yeah, no room for field goals here. Down 3 touchdowns. That was just a tough run. That was just basically.
Well, Kendall Walker's down here on the sideline. I don't know if he's got something with his helmet or something with him.
Yep. So they got some room there. But here's the big 4th down. 4th and 4. Plainville trying to take advantage of the turnover.
I just don't know if that running it in the middle just.
They're all tight, 2 tight ends. Here's Selmer in motion. Going to give to Warner off the right side, and he's stuffed. Late push, but it's going to be well short of the first down, and TMP
held on.
Yeah, able to flex their muscle there on defense and come up with a stop. And I don't know about that 4th down call, Ivan. But just nothing up front, nothing in the middle's been going on all night.
No. And it's just so I think that misdirection kind of stuff right now. You got to pull out that rabbit out of the bag. And
boy, another missed opportunity for Plainville, and that's kind of been the difference in the ball game. TMP's able to capitalize on their turnovers. They're able to put points on the board, and Plainville has not. They've had the ball down in the red zone 3 times and no points for Plainville. Now laying in motion, this is Harris just on the quarterback. Oh, what a stick there that was Brandon Brin.
That was.
Put a good stick on Harris. Just a quarterback sweep. So 2nd down, 8, 2nd down and 9. I'm guessing TMP is not going to get too crazy on offense here the second half.
No, not this deep here right now. Not this deep.
So running that clock down, just under a minute to go in this third quarter. It's been a quick third quarter, but no points on the board for either team. TMP 2nd and 9.
Nothing fancy here.
And there's a delay of game.
There's a flag on the play.
Yep, delay of game. So
you had to feel that something was
right.
Well,
they got the shot clock, but they're
running.
Not using
but it's running. The
right.
shot clock's running off of the game clock.
Right. They're not. It's not counting it down.
No, not at all.
Which I can see get confusing if you look up and there's 40 seconds to go in. But there's a give. Harris tripped up. Boy, some penetration up front. It looked like I can't tell the number. That's number 3 Warner coming up from his linebacker spot. Tripped up Harris. Loss of a yard on the play. But it looks like they're just going to let this run.
Yep.
Let this clock run. Get 1 quarter left to go. Here from Lewis Field, our score at the end of the third quarter. We got TMP 21 and Plainville 0. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1.
No matter who you are, the Hayes Rec Commission is for you. There's leisure programs for all ages. There's a wellness center that works for anyone at any level. Youth and adult sports, aquatics, and great facilities for any event. Go to hazerec.org to see the list of activities and sign up. Here are some of the upcoming activities.
We're still having fun. Hayes Rec's the one. We are still the one.
Welcome back to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1. We're getting ready to start this fourth quarter. Our score, TMP 21, Plainville nothing. And Ivan, that third quarter, really nothing going at all for either team.
No, it was kind of, not a lot of action. Plainville had a shot.
They did.
They had another shot, couldn't get it in. And this is a big play down here. Let's see what TMP does here.
Yeah, that's been the difference of the ball game. The turnovers, both teams have committed turnovers, but
the thing about it is, if something can happen here and Plainville gets a quick score, you never know.
Well, they're going to get some good field position for sure, but if TMP can squeak out a first down here, that may just kind of break the dam open.
It could,
but we'll see.
But you got to get some plays here, and
so now
I can't imagine Harris handing this off.
No,
but
Cade Harris under center in motion is they got him to jump, and so they get 5 yards
going on to hard cadence. Just the dagger.
Yeah. So 3rd and 9 now.
And it's the guys that are right over the ball.
3rd and 9.
And as a coach, you can't do nothing about that.
Nope.
All you can ever yell is look at the ball.
So now that gives TMP a little bit of room now. They're not backed up in the end zone. Lang in motion going to give to, this is Harris just off the right side, and he's going to be brought down. Maybe a gain of a yard or two.
But he got about 6 from where they were.
Draxon Hovis on the tackle. So Plainville will get this ball back, though. 4th and about 7. They're going to be in good field position. Whitling on the punt. He averages 40 yards per punt. So this may take Dewey back a little bit. And
kind of a little rugby style.
Bounces at the 40.
Got a Sunday hop.
Oh, it should just kept going. Dewey crosses the field to the 40 and taken down at the 35. It looked like they tried to have a wall set up, but
a wedge over here.
He had all sorts of room on the right-hand side.
Must have saw something out of his left eye and went that way.
Well, they had the wall set up on the left side, so I think he was running towards the wall, but man, there was an alley. There was a lot of grain off the right side. I think he was just following what the play was. But either way, good field position again for Plainville. And they just have not been able to cash in on any of this. Hamilton under center. He's only put the ball up twice tonight. Selmer in motion to pitch to Selmer off the right side. Cuts it up the middle to the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Good run there by Carter Selmer.
Yeah, Rosine came in and made a nice tackle.
But that's when they've got some yards whenever they get to the corner. They can't. There's nothing up the middle that's working.
Yeah, they got to get to that alley.
Yep.
And
so 2nd and 5 for Plainville. Dewey in motion. This is a pitch to Dewey off the left side to the 30. Cuts it up 25, 20. Penalty flag down, though.
I think it's on Plainville. There was
2 flags down.
It's on Plainville.
So, again, they've had some success here running wide.
I actually think it was on 2 different players. I think one was Yost, and I think there was another one running with with a TMP player in front of him, and he shoved him.
Got a hold, and it'll be 10-yard penalties, 2nd down again, but it was brought it all the way back close to the 40-yard line, so almost a 20-yard penalty in reality. So, gosh, it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back for Plainville tonight. But
they're still trying to figure out a play over there.
You've seen where they had some success. It's been on the edges. So this is taking a lot. Yep.
They're going to take a timeout.
So I don't know what they had a hard time coming in, getting the play in, but they're going to take a timeout. So when they've got a timeout here, let's look at some scores here on the Nex-Tech Wireless scoreboard.
Look at that Trigo score.
Yeah. Trico up 2 on Victoria, and I tell you, that's kind of the story of the season so far is how well Trico's done.
And you know what? They lost the game because of COVID over there.
Yeah.
So
this is only their second game.
Yeah.
So no score in Hill City, Wichita County. That would have been interesting to see what that score is. La Crosse pulling away from Ness City. Smith Center 60-0 at halftime. 60-0 at halftime.
Well, here's the thing. Woo! You remember about a decade ago when they hung 75 on Plainville.
Yeah. Oakley and El Saline tied up. Norton still with that 26-0 lead over Russell.
The thing with Ellenwood, they were 11-man, then dropped down to 8-man. Now they're coming back to 11-man.
Yeah. That's going to be tough to even pump the brakes that second half.
It is. And maybe let the coaches, go out and.
Yeah. Beloit on top of Concordia. Peaburg.
Hey,
7.
50-6.
Cool. That's second quarter score.
Yeah.
They put 50 up in both back-to-back games in the first half. Well, Gray Bend hanging with McPherson. That's kind of surprising.
Coach Pav down in Mac.
Osborne over Lakeside big, 58-8. We'll see Lakeside next week.
That is wow.
Thunder Ridge up big over St. John's Tipton. So looking to throw. Hamilton looking to throw.
Got a guy.
Yep, he's got Dewey at the 30 and brought down at the 26, 27-yard line. He did have a guy up the middle.
Streaking right past down the middle. He would beat his man, and he was there.
But,
wow.
Yep, Hamilton hits his receiver for
Harris had let him kind of slip by him.
But now 3rd and 3 for Plainville. Yeah, that Lakeside score. Osborne put it on him. I know they probably got like 6 Sures playing. But, I mean.
Even maybe they brought some retired ones back in. They've always got a couple of Sures up there. So
Dewey in motion. Going to give
inside
to Warner.
handoff.
To the left side. It's going to be short of the first down, though. Gets to the 25, and it'll be 4th and 1.
We're working that inside.
Yep.
There goes Kendall Walker back out there to stop that.
So 4th and 1 for Plainville. And really, this is probably the ball game here. I have a 9:20 left to go.
This is where I would say, Mr. Yost, I'm going to come in behind you, and you just clear me.
So you can see TMP just loaded up in the middle. Nice run there.
He's
by
got
Walker.
it.
Yep, just off. Boy, if they went that other direction, though, Kendall Walker was there, and he would have ate that up.
Oh, man.
It's first down for Plainville. They stay alive, but just there's no chunk yardage. It's 5, it's 6.
It's the old bar to 3 yards on a cloud of dirt.
But you're down by 21. There's not – even with that, though, there was some chunk plays,
Oh,
nice job by Harris.
That was what they were
up.
built on. They would go 2 and 4 and 6 and 28,
Yeah.
and 60.
There's no 28 or 60 tonight for Plainville. Harris flying up with that tackle. 3-yard gain by Selmer there, but again, Harris with an open field tackle. He's been dynamite there in the open field. 2nd and 7. Now this is Dewey on a straight sweep. He's got some room up to the 17. That closes tight, though, when Harris just comes downhill.
The window closed, and Harris came up and read it. Thing about it is running east and west.
Yeah.
It's unless you're just a blowout speeder, it's tough to run east and west and get anything.
Well, then you got Harris coming down like a missile coming down, too. So 3rd and 5 for Plainville. 7:40 remaining in this ball game. This is this is just
a keeper.
I don't know. Yeah, that was A.J. Hamilton.
Stuck it in and pulled it out.
Yeah. Yeah, Hamilton in at running back there. I don't know where. But it'll be short of a first down. So 4th and 1. Now, again, another 4th down for Plainville.
About 6 3/4 inches.
Hamilton under center, 4th in the yard. And lost the ball, and TMP's got this on the recovery. That's a Shoemaker on the recovery. Just a fumbled snap and
coming in low and grabbed the fumble.
But that, Ivan, that's from all that pressure up front on the defensive side, where the center's even worried about getting that snap back and getting his hands up. So
we saw something similar a year ago. Remember the Norton and Smith Center game where Norton was just jacking that center all night long. The old wrestler, what was his name? Hawks?
Yeah, he's not a wrestler. But he's at Air Force now.
Oh, is he really?
Playing there, yep.
But anyway, he was just jacking their center all night long, and he could never get on pace.
So 1st and 10, TMP takes over at the 12-yard line.
Keeper.
Yep, this is Harris off the right side, and he's going to get up to the 15. Nothing fancy for TMP.
I don't look for anything really fancy down in here. Maybe around the 40 or 50 they would maybe throw a pass, but I could be wrong.
Harris is kind of holding his hand there. 2nd and 7. They're for sure not going to be in any hurry at this point.
I would not.
Yeah. So 2nd and 7 for TMP. In their flex bone set, this is Lang in motion, going to give to Lang, and he's still on his feet fighting, and he's going to be close to a first down. Boy, Yost had him in the backfield, but he kept those legs pumping. And it's just going to be just a yard short, 3rd and 1. Yeah, what a tough run there by Lang. So 3rd and 1. And you look here for Cade Harris just to keep this, I think.
That's what I would do. It's just let him take a step back and pick a hole.
So 3rd and 1, under center. Yeah, he's just going to snap it over.
The ball was out.
Drop, yep. I think he got back on it. Yeah, it was just a quick snap. And
walk up, maybe even, no sound.
Yep.
Maybe a tap.
Yep.
I always like that. You're going up and just no sound. And, you tap him and snaps it. So
that's a first down for TMP and more time coming off this clock. And Harris is coming to the sideline. I don't know if he's out or if he's getting a play. It looks like he's coming out. Peyton Schwartz is coming in. There's a lot of confusion.
I think they're looking for somebody to take a snap.
Yep. Well, when Harris came out the first half, Bryce Seib came in. I don't know.
Maybe he just got a little dinger or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe a little foggy right now.
Coach is trying to talk to him, see what he's got. So 1st and 10. They still look a little confused there, and the side judge is talking. Yeah.
Maybe they're going to call a timeout.
Yeah. So
he might have got a little dinger. He's took his helmet off and.
Coach Harris over there was talking to the side judge. He's just going to let this run down as far as he can. Yep, they call a timeout. So we'll take it there with them. So our score here, 5:03 left here in the fourth quarter. Our score 21-0. TMP with the lead. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1.
From the sideline to online, nobody covers high school football like Nex-Tech Game Time. Watch live, play-by-play action all season long on Nex-Tech.com and Nex-Tech Local 1. Tune in to the pregame show at 6:45 featuring coaches' interviews, followed by the kickoff at 7. All this live action is brought to you in part by these proud sponsors. Catch all the live Game Time action live on Friday nights and replayed on Nex-Tech Local 1 and Nex-Tech.com.
Welcome back to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1 here in the fourth quarter. Just 5 minutes remaining in this game. TMP with the 21-0 lead. They've got the ball as well. Their quarterback, Kate Harris, is still on the sidelines. Bryce Seib now under center for the Monarchs. And in motion is Schwartz, and this is just Seib on the carry. Just going to keep it off the right side, maybe a yard or two. But
Harris is coming back in.
Yep.
Just need to clean the fog a little bit. Clear it out.
You have to do that regularly?
Well, I do, and I kind of stick my thumb in my mouth and blow, and then it kind of clears the fog out a
Clear
little
it
bit.
out.
Yeah.
Well, good.
And then I'm good to go for another 10 or 15.
So 2nd and 8. And Harris back in, Seib back in his fullback
I
position.
think they're doing what you need to do is just
Yep.
slow, come up and eat the clock. And
Yep, nothing too fancy. And I think Harris is just going to keep this ball every time. So he's off the left side for maybe a yard or two.
Well, though.
We'll be 3rd down.
You can sure bait them, though.
Yeah.
Did you see all the white guys were in?
Yeah, they were
in the box. You have your tight end sneak out of there.
Well, if you just roll out, stop, pop it, throw it over the top of their head, you could. But you're up 21-0.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just something to statement mark.
Well, it's
you have those kind of things. Kind of finish the game, and if they're all going to get in the box, I'm going to sneak out my tight end.
So now 2 tights for Harris under center.
Look, everybody's in there.
Yep. Now this is Lang in motion. Going to give to the running back. That's not Seib in there. Who's in there?
I didn't see it. Blue shirt. That's Shoemaker.
Yeah, it is Shoemaker in running the ball. So 4th and 4 for TMP, but job accomplished. They just running this time.
Run the clock. Guess that's why I don't coach.
Well,
sneak that guy out. 70 yards later.
Yeah. Well, they're just trying to run this out and milk this out because Plainville really hasn't been able to do much.
What was that?
Yeah.
He pointed back to the sideline.
Was it an illegal substitution maybe or something?
An illegal substitution.
Yep.
Look at you.
Against the Monarchs.
Look at you.
Lucky guess, I think.
I would go with that.
Yeah.
I would go with that. Man.
I think it'd be easier to coach this than how would you coach up 60-0 at halftime, though? I mean, there's.
You would look down at your bench.
You got to empty the bench.
Look down at your bench and.
But.
What do you do?
Well, you can't just.
Well, it's
kneel.
going to be a running clock, no matter what you do.
I know, but you can't kneel. You can't
running
kneel.
clock, and you walk everywhere.
Oh. Now back to punt is Wentling. Anders Dewey back. Kind of a higher punt. Going to run.
Almost had it.
Yep.
That rugby style.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dewey with the. He's still on his feet. Still on his feet to his 50. And taken down there just past the 50. But he may be hurt.
It looked like it. His feet were kicking.
Yeah. Oh,
Wentling came up and.
Boy, that punt.
There's some laundry.
Yeah. Let's see what this is.
I would guess it's on Plainville.
But again, I mean, these teams are getting. I don't know if you're just trying to outthink yourself on these punts. I just don't. It just.
But we've seen that kind of thing going on with this kind of rugby thing. I guess let's get the snap and get, even if you got to go a little deeper, get that punt off.
Right. I mean, I get it. If you're rolling out, you may have a fake where you just keep it and keep running if they don't come out. But I mean, that was almost blocked.
Setting stuff up for later that maybe there's a lane open. So.
Right. But I don't know. Maybe we're just old, just snap it to him and punt it.
But, let's not get fancy and snap it between somebody's legs and.
Yep. So 1st and 10 for Plainville now at their own 38-yard line. In motion is Dewey. This is a give to Warner up the middle.
Shoemaker.
Yep, Shoemaker again.
That was kind of like he caught a calf running through the fence.
He was hanging on to that thing.
Hanging on to those ankles.
Another big stop tonight is number 28, Griffin
So,
Shoemaker.
2nd down and 6 now. and going to be another timeout for Plainville. But, Ivan, I don't know. Even at this point, what Plainville does, I mean, you try to throw the ball, or it's.
Well, here's the thing. I think you try to end this on a positive note.
Yeah.
And I think that's, Grant is looking at that. And he might have a play or two way down deep in the book there, and give it a shot. Let's see how this goes. But you never know. I would hope that you would come out of this and not do a dive play.
Right. The clock at
So
154. They just don't want to be shut down. Hey, they just said they want the clock at 154.
So if you could put some points on the board, they've had opportunities all throughout the night. They've had them down there, just have not been able to capitalize on anything.
Was it last year when I called that hook and ladder?
Yeah, it may have been 2 years.
2 years, I think. Here's where you get a chance to take a shot at something. That maybe you're right at the end of practice. You work on it maybe once or twice a week, and just you're just digging in the old what I would call gunslinger up in Norton. He would do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he would.
So,
He would.
and that's the thing about him, which is always fun to go to the Norton game. You could count on 1 or 2 plays a game where you'd kind of go, I like that. So
second down and 6 here for the Cardinals. 1:54 to go. And they've even had some opportunities this half. They just have not been able to capitalize. And this is Hamilton.
This was a little different setup there. Man, that looked like a wrestle down
and
on the edge of the mat.
And they're still
really, he
trying
was
to separate.
behind him trying to keep him in bounds.
You're dragging your feet for 2.
Yeah.
First down, though, for the Cardinals. So
that's an odd spot. Look where the flag is, straight over. No.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a little misdirection.
Yeah, just quarterback keeper.
I don't think I'm going to see that hook and ladder here.
No, I think not.
These kind of formations would be tough.
Yeah, you can't get a guy out there unless you. And there's, I tell you what,
Kendall Walker.
And Hamilton was he's about had enough of it.
Yeah,
I think.
Kendall Walker was in there.
Oh man, he hit the quarterback. It was
like they hung a sandwich off of him, and Kendall was coming in to grab it. I mean, he just came through like a bullet. I don't know what side of the ball he was on.
I don't know, but he hit the quarterback, and the quarterback wanted to do something. He was not happy.
Well, Yost is on the left-hand side, and 54 and 79 are on 54, I think, is the center.
Yeah. I tell you. So 45 seconds to go in this ball game, and it's been a pretty dominant performance here on the defensive side of the ball for TMP. Their front 3 down linemen.
They're just dominating along with Shoemaker. They're shooting gaps. And look at that.
Walker,
Look at Kendall Walker.
Jeez,
it's almost
he just
like
camped out in the backfield there.
Looks like he's upset.
Yeah. Well, maybe Coach Harris challenged him from last,
Well, the thing about it is he came over to the sideline a few times. They took him out, and maybe knowing Kendall like I know Kendall, he got a little fire ripped into him, and he's going to go in and game's over.
Yeah. So that's the game. And what a performance by TMP's defense! They shut out the Cardinals, who averaged over 30 points per game this year, but none tonight here at Lewis Field. This was all
a shocker.
It was a shocker. Boy, it was a dominant performance up front.
Shocker.
TMP 21, Plainville 0. And it was all Plainville all night long, or all TMP all night long.
But here's the thing, though. I don't want to say there was the Hansen play, and then the halfback pass play.
Right.
And those would have been game turners if it would have been a better pass and if there wouldn't have been a penalty.
Well, I'll tell you what, and TMP turned the ball over. There was turnovers there, and Plainville had it in the red zone and just was unable to cash in on anything.
Yeah, well, the middle was just giving up so much, and those inner 3 guys, along with the Shoemaker kid, they were just eating that lunch all night long. So
and TMP, after losing 6 straight to Plainville, has won 2 in a row from the Cardinals. Both teams now 2-1 on the year. Plainville drops their first conference game. and TMP picks up another conference win.
Yeah, and for Plainville, I haven't really looked at their schedule, but the other monster hanging out there for them is Smith Center.
Right.
So,
yeah, so on the night, Bryce Seib, 2 touchdown runs for TMP. Kate Harris, the other touchdown run. Peyton Schwartz with an interception. For Plainville, nothing offensively, but Anders Dewey had 2 interceptions for the Cardinals. So
yeah, and it's just one of those things of wisha and shoulda, coulda, woulda type things that should have happened in the first half. And then, but I think what the biggest thing for Plainville also, too, is Hansen.
Yeah.
He got hurt within that first series.
Yeah.
And he really wasn't himself the rest of the night and didn't even really play the second half.
Right.
So
let's check up our final check here on the Nex-Tech scoreboard. Some of the scores here. We'll get you a final wrap up. So Victoria, though, we took the lead at halftime. Well, that's going to be
that might have been an overly halftime check. So
well, that's going to be a great game coming down the wire. Hoxie all over Tri-Plains Brewster. Lacrosse, Ness City. Lacrosse still on top of Ness City there. And southeast of Saline, 72-6.
Wow. And that is 11 man.
Yeah.
So,
well, it looks like Smith Center pumped the brakes second half. They only scored 6.
Well, the thing about it is they let the manager go in and the guys that fill the water bottles went in and did some running.
Yeah.
So
Ulysses and Colby, that's a tight one there. Norton 40-0 over Russell.
Good gravy.
Yeah, Russell was 2-0. They beat TMP.
It could have been flying high, and you throw a rock. So,
like we said in pregame, the Mid-Continent League, you can't relax anywhere. Plainville kind of relaxed tonight, and you see what happened.
And they just look flat.
Yeah,
just from the beginning, they just look flat. So
yeah, most of these teams in this league, if you're flat, you're going to come in and get smacked in the mouth.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what happened to Russell today. Just a flat game. But
could have been.
Concordia up on Beloit. Phillipsburg still clinging to that 7-point lead over Ellis in the third quarter. We got Dodge City over Wichita South. Dodge City's going to be somebody that Hayes Dodge City game is going to be probably for the WAC title, I would imagine.
Yeah, and here's a bigger thing here: 24-19, and Mac is a perennial power.
Yeah,
perennial.
Great Bend didn't look like they got off the bus last week.
They shouldn't have got off the bus. I would have just, we're going to turn around and go back home.
But showing up tonight for sure, just down by 5, and then Hayes over Liberal big, 58-14. Yeah, so Hayes.
I would have suspected a lot of the JV got to play again. Yep. So
Quinter.
The Boone.
The Fighting Boons over in Quinter.
Look at on top of Decatur.
Yeah, they were. Decatur was 2-0 on the season, and Quinter just destroyed them tonight.
We just didn't get to see that those years that we spent out there and watching the Mater kid. We just didn't get to see it.
No. So Thunder Ridge big over St. John's Tipton, 56-6, and boy, Coach Struckoff has got that team rolling.
Well, you know what? When I interviewed him the other day, I heard the familiar name of Wagon Blast.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And we're going to get to see those Yahoos next week.
Yep. So, Rollins County big over Wallace County, Dighton, all over St. Francis. Boy, St. Francis has fallen from grace. They've been in the state finals last 2 years, I believe.
Sure. And, the whole coaching staff left as well. They must have known the tank was empty.
Yeah, they got out of town.
Everyone left. Oh. No one stayed.
And here's a surprising one again. Osborne, 58-8 over Lakeside. Boy, Lakeside has a dynamic quarterback-receiver combination. And we'll see them next week.
Here's the thing about that was at Lakeside as well. That was a home game, and I interviewed the coach yesterday, and he was super jacked about Osborne coming to town because they had beat them last year.
Yeah.
So
Osborne.
The Schurs must have brought the whole family.
They must have brought the bus.
So
and they came and
they had 11 Schurs or 8 Schurs out on the field.
Right,
so
right. But we will get to see Lakeside next week against Thunder Ridge. They got to regroup and get back after it. But because Thunder Ridge is no joke.
Well, we get to see the Osborne Lakeside game again this year. So
yeah. But, that'll be next week, 6:45, our pregame show. So tune in, Nex-Tech Channel 1, or streaming on YouTube on the Nex-Tech Game Time YouTube channel. But our final score here from Lewis Field, TMP 21, Plainville 0. Thanks for tuning in and watching Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1.
From the sideline to online, nobody covers high school football like Nex-Tech Game Time. Watch live play-by-play action all season long on Nex-Tech.com and Nex-Tech Local 1. Tune into the pregame show at 6:45 featuring coaches' interviews, followed by the kickoff at 7. All this live action is brought to you in part by these proud sponsors. Catch all the live Game Time action live on Friday nights and replayed on Nex-Tech Local 1 and Nex-Tech.com.